Okay. Okay, so TDJ's daughter, Cora Coleman, embroiled in drama involving her kids. So TDJ's daughter, Cora Coleman, is embroiled in not one, but two scandals involving her kids. The first, the first involves allegations of Coleman stealing a woman's baby through deceptive practices. Michelle Lau, a local hairstylist, recently took to social media to allege Cora's son, Jason Coleman, was her biological son. The hairstylist explained to her supporters and skeptics that Cora and her husband, Richard Brandon Coleman, capitalized off of her susceptibility at the time to reportedly take her son away. She said, I was just set up from the beginning. Michelle revealed in a tearful video clip. She was not there to help me, the hairstylist said of Cora. She was actually there to take my child. The tearful mom continued, and she did everything that she could to get what she wanted, her and her husband, Michelle added. So Cora and Richard Brandon Coleman adopted their daughter, Amari, after trying to have a child by the way of IVF treatments. The couple knew having biological kids would be difficult, as Cora was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome at 22 years old. The couple adopted their son, Jason, more than a year after his biological mother gave birth. She said, she played on my vulnerability. Michelle told her social media fans in her recent confessional video. She had me in front of a effing MacBook, recording and asking me questions, talking about it was counseling. But it was counseling because later on down the line, a few years later, she would then use that evidence against me in court when I went to fight for my son, the hairstylist shared. She said, I represented myself in a trial by myself, Michelle told her supporters and critics. And I had to sit up there and come to an agreement because I didn't know how to fight no more. In addition to the scandal surrounding Cora Coleman's son, Bishop T.D. Jakes' daughter is also grappling with the reality of her estranged husband being brought up on criminal charges revolving around child abuse. Now, these allegations took place on May 4th for sexual assault. He was arrested on May 4th for sexual assault. Cora Coleman announced her decision to divorce Richard Brandon Coleman earlier this year. And then, so she went to social media, Michelle Loud. And then she told her story. I'm going to play it now. Did y'all hear anything about this story previously?
No.
Okay. Okay, Michelle Loud, her story. This is part one.
Okay. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
Okay. Can y'all hear?
No.
Live. Tag the shade room. Tag. Because I've had enough. I'm not gonna be silent no more.
Can y'all hear it okay?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be silent no more.
Yes.
I can no longer be silent. And
Anytime y'all want me to stop it, just let me know.
Okay.
continue to let this church and just continue to destroy lives. Like I cannot. Some may know, some might not know, some know half, some know what's been told. You know, I'm not really sure what everybody knows, but I'm gonna say many of you may know that I had a son born on May 21st, 2014. When I had my child, um, I had got reacquainted with Cora Coleman, Bishop T.D. Jakes' daughter. I've been knowing her since I was 12 or 13 years old. When I was pregnant with this particular child, I was going through a lot. I was homeless. I was homeless. Um, I was leaving a 4 or 5 year relationship. I had 3 kids already, and I was pregnant with my fourth born, Jason. Um, when we got reacquainted, she told me that she'll be there to help me. You know, she told me that she was only there to help me. After I had Jason, it was just like I was just set up from the beginning. She was not there to help me. She was actually there to take my child.
Okay, y'all, she's talking about Cora Jakes Coleman, which is TD Jakes' daughter right now. She's telling the story about how she met her. She was homeless and she knew her since she was like 12 or 13 years old. And she was just going through a hard time. So she said that Cora Jakes Coleman was gonna help her, right?
Hmm.
So this is where we at.
And she did everything that she could to get what she wanted, her and her husband. From constantly telling me that I didn't have myself for myself, to backing me in a corner in her office at her home when they stayed in Grand Prairie, her and her husband Brandon, and telling me that if I did not give my son to them, that they would take him from me, making me feel like I was inadequate to take care of one child, although I already had 3 kids. Making it seem like she was there to help me, but the whole time she was planning and conniving to take my son Jason. After I had my son Jason, because while I was pregnant with Jason, I was depressed. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I was fucking depressed. You understand what I'm saying? So when I had Jason, I went into postpartum depression. I never dealt with that in my whole entire life or having children. I never dealt with postpartum depression. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how to deal with it. I just know that I was dealing with it. You know, and she took that and she prayed on my vulnerability to the point where she had me in front of a fucking MacBook recording and asking me questions, talking about it was counseling, but it wasn't counseling. Because later on down the line, a few years later, she would then use that evidence against me in court when I went to fight for my son.
Okay, can you pause it right there?
Okay.
Okay, so basically, she was saying that she was talking to her, like confiding into her like a friend, like she was thinking that she was a friend. And the whole time she was planning to take her child from her the whole time and used what she said in court.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you can finish playing it now.
Okay.
She used that shit against me, okay? What was supposed to be for healing, what was supposed to be for ministry, what was supposed to be for all of that, she used it against me in court to take my son, okay? Now, I don't know how many mothers that dealt with postpartum depression, but that shit is fucking real, okay? It causes you to be detached from your child. It causes you to feel like, you know, maybe you don't love your child. You know, this shit is real. And in my case, it caused a detachment. Not that I didn't love him, but I didn't feel close and connected with him because of the postpartum depression, not because of who I am as a mom. And that bitch prayed on that shit. And when you fight against people with money, and I'm talking about real money, that shit is hard as fuck. I represented myself in trial, by myself. And I had to sit up there and come to the agreement because I didn't know how to fight no more. They paid my lawyer off. They paid the judge off. They didn't even want to submit their income documents or health documents, nothing, to the point where they had even a little minions around them doing the work for them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's a lot. Okay, so she said that she had to represent herself in court. They paid off her lawyer, I guess not to represent her. They paid off the judge. And so she basically just had to fight by herself. And so she just gave up, she said. And I don't know if she signed something or what. But because
Well,
they had money,
I can believe that because that does sound like, you know, with people with money and power, it does
yeah.
sound like that can happen. And I feel sorry for her. I feel bad for her, you know, because she, you know, when I've been through postpartum depression, so I can speak on that, and that ain't no joke. And during that time when you just have a baby, you feel really vulnerable. Yes. And for somebody to just stoop to that level and take advantage of someone, that's just pure evil to me. That is just
Mm-hmm.
pure evil.
Okay, I'm gonna go forward.
I, I,
That girl for a whole year straight after I had my baby did whatever she could to put it in my head that my baby was not for me, to the point where she brought down a so-called prophet by the name of Gaylena. Okay? And they performed this whole little, I call it an exorcism now. and be laying on the floor, speaking in tongues over me, pouring oil over me. Then she comes up with this elaborate story talking about I didn't have Jason for myself, and I had Jason for Cora and Brandon Coleman, and how she could see Brandon sitting on some type of throne. And it was my son that was sitting on his lap, and he was just laughing and playing. To the point where Cora told me after I had my son Liam that God gave me Liam so that Jason's real brother could come. Who the fuck is Jason's real brother? Cause bitch, it sure ain't no child coming from you because you can't have kids. She can't have kids. You understand what I'm saying? The bitch can't have kids. I'm not the first person that she tried this with, but I'm the only person that she got this fucking for with, and I'm tired of being quiet.
Woo. Okay. So they took her in a room with a prophet named Galena, and they laid her on the floor and prayed on her and poured oils on her, and she said it was like an exorcism. And they were trying to convince her that she didn't have her son for herself. She had her son for Cora and David Coleman because Cora could not have children. Do y'all see what's going on here?
It sounds demonic to me. I'm sorry, but that didn't sound like no exorcism. It sounded like they was doing some kind of demonic spiritual ritual or something.
That's a brainwashing stuff. That's like, yeah. That's weird. Okay.
Dad, did you have something to say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I hear her side, and I'm just gonna listen. But I got questions about what she's saying, so I'll just let it. I'll let it.
All right. Well, write your question down and don't forget to your thought when you get ready to ask it.
From 2018 to now, Brandon Coleman was locked up on May 4th for sexually assaulting the adopted daughter of Marvin. And it wasn't just a one-time offense. It was continuous sexual assault. So now I gotta sit here and I gotta think, well, did he touch my baby? Did he touch my baby? You understand what I'm saying? I haven't seen my child since 2018. They keep him from me. I don't know where they stay. I don't know where they live. I don't know their day-to-day thing. I don't know where they
Can you
live.
pause it?
Okay.
Okay, that's so sad. Like, how could they do this to this poor lady right here? It sounds like she's telling the truth because she's crying about it, and I can feel her pain through the video. And I'm just like, what in the world? What would make some people do this type of stuff? This is just evil. And she haven't seen her baby since 2018. They won't even let her see the baby. Oh my
Right.
goodness.
I can just imagine
Yeah,
how she
that type
feels.
of thing. Like she feels cheated, she feels defeated, she feels taken advantage of. I
Right.
mean, I can just imagine like she's feeling all type of things right now.
Right.
Anger, frustration, grief. Wow.
And then so she said that the Cora's husband, got arrested on May 4th for continuing sexual abuse charges, which his bail was like 150,000.
Okay, so what did he get charged for sexual abuse
For
for
sexually abuse of the oldest daughter, which is she was adopted as well. She's 13. Her name is Amari. Um, so he's been charged with abuse of their daughter. So she's like, well, is he doing this to my son, Jason?
she wouldn't even I wouldn't even feel safe with them over there. Like this is oh my god, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm
And
gonna play.
she's married to this man. Wow.
Who the Cora?
Yes.
Well, they divorced now, but she was
Oh,
married to him.
oh okay.
This whole fucking time. And this man has been a motherfucking molester in your motherfucking home, but you so worried about making this home, making this family, having these kids that you're willing to steal, kill, and destroy other people's lives, other people's families. I can't tell y'all how many times my baby sit up here and ask me for their brother. Mama, when we gonna see Jason? Mama, when is Jason coming home? And I don't have an answer to give him. I don't have an answer to tell him. I've reached out to so many people. I've reached out to so many people that I thought loved me, that I thought had my back, that I thought wrong for me. You know what I'm saying? And I reached out to so nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. I'm talking from godparents. I'm talking about the people in the church. That's why I don't go to church no more. That's why I be saying, fuck church. It's deeper than just, oh, you get pregnant, you get hurt, you get sit down. So, you know, these people stole my whole fucking child. They have fucked up my whole fucking life, including my kids' life. And I'm talking about Bishop Kitty J's daughter, Cora Coleman, and her molested husband, Brittany Coleman. That's who the fuck I'm talking about right now. I've been dealing with these people and going to trial and fighting for my child since 2017. 2017. We are in 2022. I've already tried, and it takes some money to get a private investigator. Y'all gotta understand these are multi-million-dollar people, and it's little old me. It's little old me fighting for my son being lied to in the courtroom.
Dante, you're muted.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to add anything?
Not right now. I mean, it's just I'm hearing her side, so I'm trying to get an understanding of what exactly what's going on with her, because she,
Okay.
I know she's hysterical or whatever, and I mean, I want to believe her, I want to believe her. I mean, but it's like it just seems to me, it just seems um I'm trying to think of the right word. I mean, too far fetched with the things
Her
she said.
story.
Yeah, her story. Yeah, I mean, if you in a mental state that she in, then you can not see things clearly. I mean, I ain't saying that she lying, but she can not see things clearly. Um, but that's why I want to hear the whole thing, because I mean, I want to hear more, not the whole thing.
Okay, let me
Hear
continue.
more. Okay.
Because they paying the judge off. And it's so coincidentally, after my case was over, after I had to come to agreement, they made me come to agreement over a video of some motherfucking weed. But let the truth be told, bitch, I used to go get weed for them. For Cora and Brandon. So let's just let the truth be told. Let's just put it all out here. Because I'm sick and tired of keeping my mouth closed. goes. I'm sick and tired of going day to day, not knowing where my baby is, not knowing if he's okay or not. Y'all motherfuckers say just because people got money, their kids is safe. That is farthest from the truth. That's farthest from the truth, and I'm just so tired of being scared. I'm so tired of being scared for my life. Like, if I speak out, are they gonna come try to find me and kill me? Are they gonna try to come find me and take everything I've worked so hard for up until this point now? Like, what's gonna happen to my children if I speak up? I can't live in fear no more. Because I'm sitting here wondering if Brandon could touch Amari on a continuous basis, happening to my son in that household. What's happening to my son? Jason Lamont Taylor Brown. What's happening to him? Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. And I'm just supposed to be quiet. I've reached out to them. I'm not just going live now to be going live. I've reached out to them. I've messaged them. I've messaged their family members. I've messaged friends of them. I've messaged people, and I've been messaging people, and I'm tired of being quiet. Nobody's responding. Nobody's reaching back out to me. Nobody think I just want me. They think that I'm just gonna be quiet and let things continue as they've been. No, I'm not doing that no more. And I don't care what the cost is. I don't care what it's gonna cost me in the end. Because I sacrificed my life and I laid down my life for my baby and for my children. You got me fucked up.
Okay. So what would be the big deal of them not responding or calling her back if she would like to see her child?
Exactly.
I mean, if they didn't do no slick stuff and they're not wrong and they supposed to be, all high and mighty and everything, why, if she's been reaching out to these people, why won't they let her see her son? Because obviously
Exactly.
she said she started going to court fighting for him since 2017. She haven't seen him since 2018. It's 22 right now.
Right. It's been 3 years and she can't see her baby. What is wrong with that? And I just don't understand.
I say give the boy back to his biological mother if she's able to take care of him. And then her husband got brought up on these charges of molestation, and it's like, well, give her back her kid.
Then they
If
won't
she's
even
able
let
to
her
take care of her
see the
kid,
baby either. Like, she can't visit the baby. I mean, visit her son.
yeah, that's just mean. What type of sense do that make? Okay, let me continue.
You got me fucked up. From the point of first lady telling me, oh, I know it's wrong while we're in court. Oh, I know it's wrong. And we've had a meeting with Cora, and all the siblings think, and Bishop thinks it's wrong. But ultimately it's Cora's decision. So you mean to tell me y'all the money, y'all the backing behind anything she's able to do? Because y'all pay her. You mean to tell me it's her decision to take a child from a mother because she can't have children? And you gonna back her while doing it, knowing that she's crazy, knowing that she's mentally unstable, knowing that y'all had to send her out to centers to get help. You gonna look me in my eye and tell me that ultimately it's her decision when you're the one paying for the lawyer, you're the one paying out the judge, you're the one paying the lawyer to knock out my lawyer to throw the motherfucking case? I am tired. I am sick of being tired. And I'm tired of motherfuckers not listening to me. When I've been trying to let people know what the fuck is going on. But now that everything's coming out, everybody got something to say. Oh, I feel so, don't feel bad for her. What you sow is what you reap. What you sow is what you reap. I just can't take it no more. I can't deal with it no more. I can't hold this hurt and this burden no more. And I don't want no woman to ever go through and experience what I've had to experience because of Cora J. Coleman, and because of Brandon Coleman, and because of Bishop T.D. J. or First Lady J. or their family. I don't want nobody to experience this hurt, to experience this pain of having a baby, going through postpartum depression, and thinking that one of your best friends is there to help you. She started all this out by godparents. I'm the godparent. I can't tell y'all how many messages she used to send me daily about adoption. I can't tell y'all how many times she tried to offer me money to take my son. And when I said no to that, that's when the threats started coming. When I wouldn't take the money, that's when the threats started coming.
Whoa.
I got
So
Tay.
Cora Jakes tried to offer her money for her baby.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? You're muted.
You're not muted. Can't hear him.
I can hear you.
But it was Tay. You can't hear him.
Yeah, I heard somebody.
You hear me?
That's Tay.
I can hear you, but you're real low.
All right, touch to the phone.
I guess.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what's going on? I just got here.
So TD Jake's daughter has an adopted child supposedly from this lady Michelle Lau, and she's claiming that she stole her baby while she was homeless and going through some tough times. She thought that was her friend, and she thought that she was going to help her, but TD Jake's daughter Cora, she couldn't have children, so they basically like stole her baby from her right up under her nose. And then she went to court to try to get her baby back, because she's gonna tell you later in the video that she ended up signing some type of paper or waiver, whatever, give her a break for her child, like to give her a break or whatever. But it was actually legal documents signing away her rights.
Mm.
And then so she's been trying to get her son back ever since, and they're not gonna give the baby back. And then the TD Jake's daughter husband got arrested May 4th for sexually assaulting a child in the home. They have another adopted daughter. She's 13. And so he's been charged with sexually assaulting the children. So she's concerned about her son that's been there since 2017. She haven't seen him since 2018. So she's going to social media and she's speaking out now about it, and she's telling her story right now.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
So with that, so what she's saying is that she was friends with her since she was like 13. And she's been friends with her, and they've been pretty close since then. Then they grew up together, basically, and then she had a baby, and she can't have a baby, and somehow she went and had what, PSD.
What is that? She was going through postpartum depression.
Yeah. So
Oh, you're talking about Cora, who can't have children?
No, who the one went through the depression?
The one that's telling her story, Michelle Loud.
Yeah, Michelle. Michelle, her friend Michelle, Cora's friend Michelle got depressed, and she said she confided in Cora, which is TD Jake's daughter. And while she confided in her, telling her business, she went around and stole her baby. She's saying,
So what? Wait, that don't make sense. 'Cause, like, how, how the PTSD, how does PTSD make her like
lose
not be
her.
able to take care of her baby?
It's not PTSD. It's postpartum depression. So after a woman has a baby, she gets depressed. It
Oh,
happens to a lot of women.
oh,
So
okay.
you could
That's totally different.
so you can lose your baby by being depressed after having a baby.
What you mean lose them?
I
Be
mean,
more
she
specific.
lost.
She gave her baby
She
away,
gave her
right?
baby away,
No,
right?
she didn't give her. No, she did not give her baby away.
Mm.
So what
She
I thought.
wasn't trying to give her baby away. She was homeless and she was depressed, but they played on her vulnerability and her weakness. Okay. She was just she thought that she was a friend that she was gonna help her and stuff, not actually take her baby and never give them back.
So she's
So
basically signed a form thinking that she was just gonna give her a break, and she signed away the
No, it
baby
was a
without her
waiver. Okay.
knowledge.
No, she said, okay, because I haven't got to that part yet, but she said that she signed a waiver because she was going to take the daughter or the baby, I mean, sorry, the boy, um, out of town or something. And so it was like a waiver of forms, like if something happened to him, whatever, that she had permission to take him. That's what she told her, but it really was a paper stating she didn't read it. She didn't
oh,
read it. So it was really a paper for her signing over her parental rights. Because later on she used that paper in court saying, no, see, she gave them to me. So it was
okay.
kind of like a trick.
So why can't you just give her baby back?
That's what I want to know.
So okay. So she tricked her, right? That's what she's saying. She tricked her, and now that she's going through what she's going through, and that she was depressed, whatever, and she just didn't really care at the time who had her baby at that moment,
No,
right?
she did care. She said she just didn't feel an attachment to him because of the postpartum depression, and she already have 5 kids altogether. But
Yeah.
she said she's already taking care of other kids. But if you with your friend or whatever, you thinking like, your friend can get the baby while you sleeping sometime, or whatever. But all along the girl was plotting to take her baby. See, she using her and building up a case against her
She
without her
don't.
knowing this is what she's doing.
She didn't have like family members that could have took the baby instead, like instead of her. Like,
I'm trying to I'm
I
trying
guess
to
not.
mm,
I'm trying to
that's
understand.
crazy.
I'm trying to understand. She got other kids, and that she's okay with taking care of her other kids, but somehow she let her she signs a waiver for her to have her baby. Just one of them.
Well, let's finish the
All
video.
right, all right.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
want to
let
know.
her
Trying to
explain it.
understand.
I don't want to put paraphrase it if I'm
Oh,
paraphrasing it wrong. So I'm gonna just play it
okay.
because it's
Yeah.
coming up. All right.
All
And I don't have no reason to lie. I put it on my dad's son's grave. I put it on my dad's son's grave. I put it on my dad's son's grave. When I said no to the money, when I said no, you can't pay me for my motherfucking child, I had enough sense. I had enough sense to know I'm not taking no fucking money. I know I'm fucked up in the air right now, but I know I'm not giving you my child. I kept telling that bitch that. So she concocted a plan. She kept every receipt of everything she ever bought my son, everything she ever did for my son, every place she ever took my son.
Could you pause it?
Making doctor's appointments.
Okay.
Um, she admits that she's fucked up in the head. So that's just another thing to think about. All right, that's what I want to say. She admits she's fucked up in the head.
Sounds like she still is. No, no.
I mean, I'm just saying. But all right,
Well, cause she
No,
said, okay, she said she was,
at the time, she was saying that she was fucked up in the head because of the
she
postpartum
was
depression.
homeless.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was homeless and everything. She told her that she was, but then she wasn't giving away her child. Like she never gave her that right to take her child.
but if you fucked up in the head, how you know what you doing at the moment? Like if I was drunk or if I was
She
not
said
in
she
my
wasn't
mind,
that messed up in the head. She
Yeah,
said,
she did say
I'm
that.
not that messed up in the head to know not to take money for my son.
yeah,
She
Yeah,
wasn't
she
trying to
did say
sell her
that.
son.
yeah.
She wasn't that fucked up in the head, like to just give away over her son
You
to
know
her.
when you're going through something like, I know I'm going through something right now, but I'm not saying that I want to sell my child.
Yeah, I know that part. But I'm just,
Sometimes you may need a break, you know, but you ain't saying I want to give away my kid forever.
yeah, I understand
She's
that.
stressed out. And she's trusting a friend who she's known since she was 12 or 13 years old that's supposedly in the church, who's TD Jakes' daughter.
Yeah,
You're talking about a pastor over that got millions and millions of dollars. You're thinking that they're good people. You're thinking that you can trust these people. You've been in their ministry. Why would you think that they're gonna steal your baby?
Yeah, so she thought she could trust her. She was basically like family because she was around her since she was for so long. She was little. I mean, of course, like she wouldn't have thought nothing of it. She wouldn't. She didn't think they was plotting against her this whole time, going behind her back, trying to steal her baby.
Right.
That was
yeah,
just pure evil, wrong. And I
I get
believe
that.
her because she's saying this out loud. I don't think she would just say this out loud. I mean, on live like this for no
And
reason. And
destroy
I can
these
hear,
people's reputation
yeah,
No,
if it's not true.
I can hear the hurt and anger in her voice.
no, I mean, I see that she's messed up in the head right now. But I mean, what I'm saying is like, okay, I'm looking at both sides. Like I'm not being on either one side right now. I'm just trying to say, like, like if I was him and then you was her and she she was and then she was going through something and I'm thinking of the child, like the child is not in a good
Environment.
environment as a baby. So I'm like, okay, I'll watch out for the baby. And then now you think you doing better. I'm gonna go on the other side too of what you're saying about them. But I'm saying this part on her. Now I think that now you thinking you in your right mind. Where the paperwork saying you in your right mind? Or you don't even seem you still seem hysterical. I understand that because you don't have your baby and all that, but you still seem like you're not in your right mind as you
Dante, what are
talk.
you talking about? You talking about she not in her right mind right now making this video?
I mean, because if it was me and I was going through that, I damn sure wouldn't be. I mean, excuse my language. You know, I I would not put it on no video. I would not even talk about. I would
She said
this
she
is
was
something
tired of
that
being
I
quiet. She had been quiet for so long, she said, and she finally wanted to get it out and tell the world what really happened or her story of what really happened. So she's angry, she's mad, she's explaining what happened.
Is she going to court for it?
I mean that's understandable. I understand that she's
So if
angry.
you ain't, she ain't seen her son in 4 years, would you think she's supposed to be smiling and happy or something?
No,
Right.
but it's whose fault is that? I mean, she can't place no
What do
accountability
you
or
mean whose fault it is? She was played. She didn't know what was really going on. She never signed anything over to her intentionally. She tricked her into believing that she was signing something else
Trying to
that
help
was
her.
totally different from signing over her rights as a parent.
Mhm.
And that was manipulation. That was pure evil. That was not her fault for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we like, I don't want to say this because we on a video thing, but you had a similar thing, but it's not as extreme as that, but it was similar. And I'm like, I wasn't gonna allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, it's,
What are you talking about?
I mean, I can't say that on this live thing. That's what I'm saying. What I want to say,
No,
but
talk
what?
about the lady. Talk about
Yeah,
the Michelle Lau
that,
story, what she's saying
yeah.
right now
What?
about how is anything what she said so far, 20 minutes she been talking.
Okay, what she's saying is that she's paying like she's a victim of just somebody just came into her life and just snatched her baby like a
But
crook
did
in
you
the
hear
market.
when she said that she went to court, Dante? She went, somebody need to mute. She went to court. They paid her lawyer to not represent her, which means she had to represent herself. They paid off the judge. So basically, they had the money and the power. It wasn't a fair trial to begin with.
But this is what I'm saying. Like she's saying that that's why I said about her talking about extreme. Like she's saying that someone, how she know that they paid off the judge, and how does she know all these things? Like she was in the room when they paid him off or something. Like how does she know all this? And that's just being in not in your right mind, in your own way of thinking, saying that this is what happened, and and that's not even the fact. Like you don't got
So she
nothing
had a
to.
lawyer to represent her, and then all of a sudden he don't want to represent her. What do you think happened? You going up against people that got millions of dollars,
Yeah, I
right?
mean that's
You
that's
don't think that
normal.
that played a part in it?
Yeah, I mean, because you feel you're gonna lose the case. I mean, you say, well, I don't want to take this case on because I'm gonna lose. Like lawyers will look at a case and say, well, no, I'm not taking this. That happens all the time if they feel they're not gonna win. If she still want to fight and they say, no, we suggest you do it this way.
So what would be the reason for them not responding to none of her calls or at least letting her see her baby if she still wanted the baby? If she ain't on
Well,
drugs, she haven't abused or neglected the child.
yeah,
She hasn't. None of this has been found of making her some type of deadbeat mother or she was an unfit mother.
I
And if she
believe.
still want her baby, you know that a judge will give a biological mother their child. You
Yeah, they
know
will.
that. So why wouldn't
Yeah,
they give her her baby then if she wants her baby? It wasn't found that she couldn't take care of him. It wasn't found that she was neglecting him. It wasn't found that she was on drugs or anything. So why won't they give her a baby if she's fit to take care of her baby? That's my
okay.
question.
My question is, it has to be something more to her where she can't than them saying that they just paid the judge. Like they want her baby that bad that they gonna pay the judge. I mean, jeopardize his whole career, his life, his his credibility and all this stuff just to steal her baby. I mean, I don't even know if
You sound
he's
biased.
even
You
a
sound
dad.
biased because you're
No,
siding with TD Jakes because you like him.
no, I'm not siding with him. I said I was just gonna say his side. I mean, his side first, and then I was gonna go into. I said I ain't on no one side, and I was gonna go on. I was gonna say the other part about her side, but I haven't got to her side yet. I'm just saying like I'm just looking at what I feel is fact. Now, if you want me to talk about what I think where he wrong at, and I mean on her side, I could say that too. You
But it
know.
sounds to me that you're blaming her for the reason why she don't have her child. When she just
Yeah.
got through saying that it was money and power involved. We're talking about TD Jakes. We're talking about a judge, a lawyer. We're talking about court proceedings that happen. We're talking about a whole lot of stuff here, and you just seem to want to point the finger at, well, it's her fault.
No, I just learned that when people always blame other people for their faults, then that's not how you gonna solve anything if you think that it's somebody else doing it to you and you not taking accountability. What's the right word? How you say
Accountability.
accountability of what you did?
What did,
Like,
what would she be accountable for?
you
For
you
what
you
would she be accountable for in this
you
case?
actually signed a paper involving your children without reading it. Now that's something like you ain't signing. I mean, you probably would have more value not signing something if it was your car or something. Like, I'm gonna let you borrow my car for a little bit. I'm gonna give you consent. You probably read that more than then. This is your child, so you definitely gonna read like, hey, I ain't gonna just sign something about my child. Like, hey, just sign this right here. If you
Right, but
if you
that's what
just
you have a lawyer for. Because listen, I was under distress. I was going through postpartum depression at the time. I was homeless. I wasn't thinking things clearly, okay? I made a mistake. But I'm saying I'm in my right mind today. I want to be able to take care of my child. I am able to take care of my child. And so what if even if you sign something over for somebody to take care of your kid temporarily, whenever you want your child back, you can get your child back as long as you
yeah,
didn't sign over your parental rights. Sometime in that case, it is too late. But in this case, she wasn't trying to do that. So she wasn't trying to do that. If
and that's
she
correct.
fucked up and she didn't read the paperwork, okay. That's what you got a lawyer for. Because sometimes in some cases when you are going through postpartum depression and you're not thinking clearly, you're not even in the right position to be signing anything at the moment.
Yeah, and that way if that way if she's diagnosed in that, you know what I'm saying, by a doctor, at the time she probably can get her children back because it's all about um, paperwork and all that stuff in court. So you have to be able to show all those things, the proof. Not
Okay,
with
let me continue.
saying, huh?
All right, let me continue.
Pointed to not even notify me of the fact so that I wouldn't be there, so that it could be documented. To the point where she told me she was taking my son out of town and she needed me to sign a waiver so my son can travel with them. I didn't think nothing of it. I just signed it. I didn't even read it. I just signed it because I trusted my friend. Well, when we
See,
go to court,
see, that's why she signed it.
Wait, say
She
that
signed
back.
a waiver. She told her, this is a waiver for us to take your son out of town with us. Ain't that a lie? If you got a paper, why is this girl bringing a paper to deceive her with? If she's only taking her out of town with, why would she be trying to doctor up some other different type of paperwork, knowing that she probably not gonna read it because she trusts her? And like, if it was a stranger or anybody like that, I can understand if she probably didn't want to read it or whatever. But she trusting this girl. She's trusting her.
Mm.
So that's why she signed it, because she trusted her.
And even if she did trust her and she went ahead and signed the waiver, why wouldn't you give her child back if that was the case? Like if she really did um mistakenly think that it was something but it wasn't that, like she should still be able to just give her child back. So what's the problem?
The
was trying
problem
to
is
be
she want to keep them.
right. Being deceitful. I don't know. That's weird to me. That's like,
Okay, let me continue.
And now it was a legal guardianship paper that I signed, not some type of waiver to clear him to ride with her and her husband or travel with her and her. She had me set up from the motherfucking beginning. From the motherfucking beginning, she had me set up. So this whole time I'm thinking, oh, she's helping me. I leave them over there because I still had to work. You know what I'm saying? I still had other kids that I had to take care of. And at the time, I was working a warehouse job. And I was working like 12-hour shifts, 15-hour shifts. So I was literally going to work, coming home, sleeping for a couple hours, getting back up, going back to work. All I had was me. All I had was me. All my kids had was me. I didn't have no other help with income. I didn't have no other help with nothing. All I had was me. You understand what I'm saying? She tried to make it seem like because my family didn't come from a lot of money like her family, that my child would be better off with them. Those are the type of things that she used to put in my motherfucking head. Because they had so much money, my child would be better off with them. Because my family didn't come from all that money. As if something is wrong with living in a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house in Echo Heights, Fort Worth. Like a child couldn't be raised there temporary. She made it like anything around me was detrimental to my child. To the point where me and my mom got into it, and I had to call the police, and I had to get out, and I was gonna go to a shelter. I was gonna go to a shelter, but because it was the same shelter that her ex-friend, they friends now, Monet Cousins, cause I'ma tell it all. You better believe I'ma tell it all. Yeah, and they used to fuck around too. They not friends, they're fuck buddies. They fuck in the door. Cora Coleman is gay in the door. Bisexual in the door. But to the masses and to the world, she's this wholesome wife. Fuck all that. Cause I'm tired. Fuck all that. They was fucking in the door. Somebody caught too much feeling. I don't know if it was Cora, I don't know if it was Monet, but somebody got caught too much feeling. Brandon didn't like it. So Brandon basically like how he did me when he saw that I was a real ass bitch. I'm a real ass friend. When he saw that, it's like he had to cast all the real people that was around her away. Where it was only him that was controlling whatever the situation was. But Brandon didn't like it. So they threw Monet out in the middle of the night with nowhere to go. Okay? Because they felt like he felt like she was getting too close. Because she's still up there eating his white fat corn. They eating each other out. They fucking. They taking trips and fucking. They doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you this minister, you this pastor, and you going across the world teaching about it, preaching about it like it's an abomination, but you're doing it behind closed doors.
Okay,
You're
wait,
doing
can
it
you pause
behind
it?
closed doors.
Okay, who is she
Okay.
talking about? Who is she talking about right now?
Okay, so she was saying that she was going to go to a shelter at first, but the shelter that she was going to go to is Cora's friend Monet shelter that she runs, I guess. So they were having secret relations behind the scenes, and Cora's husband got jealous or whatever because she was getting too close, and they put her out in the middle of the night.
Wait, Cora's husband was jealous of Michelle?
No, of the girl shelter Monet that she was gonna
Monet?
go to. Yes,
So Cora and Monet was secretly messing around.
yes.
And
The
they
husband
put
didn't like it.
and then they put Michelle out?
Monet out. The girl she
Oh.
was messing with. They put her out in the middle of the night.
Oh, okay.
how do we know if that's true or not? Like,
No, we
What?
don't, but this is
What
her
is true?
story. This is her story. So this is what she explained it.
okay.
What you don't believe?
No, I didn't say I didn't believe it. But I was just saying how how do we know if it's true? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I don't believe it or I don't believe it, but I was just saying like, cause I don't know, she throwing out a lot of things that don't really have no proof to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you could say a whole bunch of stuff, but it really don't matter if there's no proof. Like, I don't know.
Okay, well, let me continue.
I think
Okay. So when that
kind of.
shit didn't work, he made her kick, I guess, the mistress. She's the mistress. He made her kick her out. Okay, now mind you, Monet was in the house. So Cora never was just taking care of Jason. Okay, she had Brittany's parents moved down to help and take care of Jason. She had Monet, but when they left, she had Monet move in to help take care of Jason. When she left, she had Keisha to move in and help take care of Jason. I was there for about 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And I was the one feeding, cleaning, changing diapers, doing Jason's hair, all of that. She never had the responsibility. It was always on somebody else, okay? But she wanted this look. She wanted this look. She wanted to present to the world that she was this type of person, but behind closed doors, she's not. They're not.
Mm,
They are not. The people who they get on stage and preach and teach and say they are. They are not. Bishop has yet to sit down with me face to face. First Lady has yet to sit down with me face to face since 2014. They just keep paying shit out for their daughter or
mm,
daughter or son. Because we all remember what happened with Jermaine. Because at this point, no family member is off limits. And I don't give a fuck. Come at me with what you got. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't have nothing to lose no more, but everything to gain.
yeah,
So I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
Can you explain
I'm
to
not
me what
gonna
she
lie.
said? Because I can't understand what she's saying.
What happened?
I can't understand what she was saying.
She was saying that she don't have nothing to lose no more. She said no family members off limits. You know, one of TD Jake's son is gay. He came out of the closet.
Well,
Yeah. Jermaine, I think she said.
somebody got a little fruity motherfuckers over there. Then.
They might do, you know.
Well, the husband
But,
already
but
been arrested for molestation, sexual assault on the children. So the two children in the home, which is Jason and their 13-year-old adopted daughter. She looks like she's mixed or something.
Oh, that's
She look
Cora.
white.
What did
Cora
she
done
say about sitting down with them?
She said TD Jakes have yet to sit down with her or First Lady Cora to sit down with her since 2014. I guess, to minister to her, whatever, to say, because I mean, they're in on it.
why why would she want them to sit down with her if they stole her baby? I wouldn't want them to come for me nuts. They stole my. I mean, they tricked me into taking my baby. We don't got nothing to talk about. I see you in court.
They
You
already
know.
went to court. She already
So then,
lost in court
so why she
when she
want to
was
talk to
trying to
me?
get her baby back.
Yeah. I mean, I would too. I would want to get my baby back. So I understand exactly what she's saying, but she, I mean, she got a lot of resentment and she hurt, and that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? That she's mad and going through, and it's sad that she hurt. She's hurt. You know, losing her baby. You know, that's gotta be hard. You know what I'm saying? That's real hard. Hold on.
So for her to, I mean, I think she was trying to sit down with them so that she could talk to them about getting her baby back. That would make sense.
She was
And
just
they know
going
they
to the
did it. They
family.
know they did it. That's why they don't want to sit down with her because they know they're wrong.
Right.
So that's my thing. You call yourself a bishop and you get up here, you preach in front of millions of people. You rich, you're wealthy, you got all this money. Why couldn't y'all go find a baby elsewhere? Why did you have to go and steal a baby from your own friend? I mean, this
Right.
just don't make sense to me. There's millions of babies in the adoption. Why do they feel the need to steal this baby from her and take advantage of this poor woman?
That's what I was saying. That's the extreme of it. Like, Why would they? Why would they take your baby for? I got money. I can get
And she
any
was an
baby,
easy target.
but I got
She
money.
was prey. She was an easy target.
But I can get any baby that's up for adoption. I'll go look. Why would I want to take it? Why would I want to take yours for? That's what I don't understand. I mean, just looking at the logical way.
Because she was easy to get gamed on.
Uh,
There's 30 motherfuckers in that line right
uh, yeah, I mean, she getting gained on, but why would I want to game on you when I could just and pay all this money to the courts and to the judge and pay them off. I
I
can come
think
up
because, like,
doing
okay,
this
like how she
adoption
was
off
saying that
give
was
me
her
money.
friend and she was been knowing her all this time and she was confiding in her and stuff. And Cora was being fake or she was trying to act like she was her friend and she really wasn't. Because why would she do that then? Why would she go and have to do all that and take her baby, plan, plot, scheme to take her baby?
First of all, y'all didn't hear when she said she tried to pay her. She
Yeah, I
tried to
did.
offer her money at first. You
Yeah, I
keep
heard.
saying, why she trying to steal her baby? She didn't try to steal her baby at first. She tried to give her to do it. Listen, I want your baby. I'm finna pay you for it. Give me your baby. Because people that got money and power feel like they can do whatever they want to do because they have the money.
Okay, and so then she took her baby
She
after
told
she
her,
said
no,
no,
I'm not trying
no,
to
I don't,
sell
I'm
you my
not giving you
baby.
my baby, and then you just went ahead and just took the baby from me.
But why? Like, why does she want her baby so bad? Why she can't just
Because
go
she couldn't
adopt?
have no babies.
You know what I'm saying? But why she couldn't just go adopt? Like, go
She
adopt the baby?
already had an adopt. Y'all not listening. I need y'all to pay attention. She has a 13-year-old adopted daughter already.
Uh-huh. Right.
Now
What
I don't
they
know how long she had her, if she had her since
what
she was 13, but they have adopted daughter already that's 13.
I
So she wanted to have another baby. Obviously, she's her and her husband.
It looked
They've
like
been
she wanted
trying
her baby,
in
and
vitro.
she been wanting her baby for a long time now.
She's been trying through in vitro,
You
the
can't adopt more
IVF.
than one baby.
They have
No.
been trying that way for years, and it hadn't happened. Okay,
I understand that, and that's clear. She has adopted a child before, but that's not the question. The question is,
what?
we talking about this one particular baby, her friend's baby. We know she had adopted another baby. Know that just one baby they fighting over. That's that's the question, right?
Bluetooth connected.
It's, they both on mute. Well, what I was
What's your
saying,
question?
my question was, I'm saying like the baby that she she took or from I forgot her name now. Cora took the baby from
Michelle.
Michelle, and she had a
Owned up. I mean,
Let me keep playing. Okay, moving forward.
No boundaries, and I will never stop fighting for my child. Y'all need to understand that right now. I will never stop fighting for my child. I will never stop fighting for the relationship that I need to have with my son, that I carry, that I had, that I never wanted to give up.
Did y'all hear that? She said she never wanted to give her child up. Okay.
And hell is coming with me. Hell is coming with me. Hell is coming with me because I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of reaching out. I'm tired of trying to do this behind closed doors and I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not going to go another year without seeing my baby. That shit hurts like hell, bro. That shit eats me up every motherfucking day, bro. Y'all see laughing Michelle, happy Michelle, all this Michelle because I gotta do that because I gotta keep pressing on. I gotta keep moving on because I have children. I have other children. I have other children, and I have to show them how to be strong and how to persevere and how to get through shit.
Hold on,
But
y'all.
I'm not gonna keep it silent no more. Not especially out of this nigga just got locked up for motherfucking rape and molestation of Amari. And my child is in a home as well. I'm beyond concerned. It's beyond concern at this point. It's sickening. It is sickening. It's sickening. Continuous. It says continuous sexual assault. Continuous means it didn't just happen once. It happened on multiple occasions. And so what? Now because it happened so many times, now you want to lock them up and throw away the key? What, you just now finding out? I'm already just now saying something. What about Jason? Y'all did all that lying, sneaking, conniving, all that shit to take somebody's child. So you can have a perfect family because you can't have children. You get on stand and lie and say, well, you lied to the world in your face. They said the reason you can't have children is because of your PCOS. No, bitch, the reason you can't have children is because you had an abortion when you was pregnant by Nick DeBase and you had an abortion. You went and had an abortion, Cora Coleman, and that shit fucked up your insides to the point where you can't have no baby. That's what the fuck happened. You will never be able to have a baby. But you go and you preach this faith in this shit. You go and you done had your parents spend all this type of money on IVF treatments and all this shit, but you know you ain't gonna be able to have a baby.
Y'all heard that?
yeah.
Okay, I had to step out for a minute.
Please calm down. I'm just speaking my opinion. I know y'all was getting a little. Let me make this clear though.
You're a little biased though.
No, because let me make this clear. I do not listen to TD Jakes. I'll be listening to Bishop Jones. I don't really listen. I don't dislike TD Jakes, and I don't
Well, they
really
say the
like
same
him
thing.
either. Not really. I mean, they do, but not really. Not to me. But I listen to maybe a couple, but not really. But
You don't even believe, I mean, you don't even believe this woman. If this was a white woman, would you believe her?
nah, it don't have nothing to do with if she was a man, I wouldn't believe. I mean, because it's just
So you
her
just
cat.
don't believe, you just don't believe the story. What do you don't believe? So you think that this lady is making up this whole story about her baby being gone?
No, I just think that she's in an emotional state of mind right now, and that she's just saying stuff that she really probably don't mean. I mean, I do it. I do it too. So I understand where she's coming from. You know, I go off and I might be on my feelings and saying things, just blurting out stuff without thinking, what making sense of what I'm saying. And you know, that's all I'm saying that she's doing. Like I feel like she's exaggerating it. She's in a delusional.
What is she exaggerating?
She's saying that they paid the judge. They did this, they did that. Like she was right there when they had him the money or something. You know, and that's just not true. I mean, I could believe
Okay,
that if
so if she didn't have to, if the girl Cora didn't have to produce income showing that she's capable of taking care of the child, if they she didn't have to show no document showing that she was, you don't think that they had anything to do with it?
I
It
think
wasn't a
that
fair case.
I think
If
that I think that Cora probably had a expensive attorney, and that attorney is pretty good, and he won the case, and she didn't have no money, and she's poor, and she lost the case. I believe that.
you
That's
believe
what
she lost the course because she didn't have no attorney, she had an attorney.
I thought. I thought she said
If okay, so you a attorney, you representing somebody, and somebody come along and say, "Hey, look, I give you $100,000, what you and paid you." You don't think people get paid off?
what you mean? I
You
don't
don't think
understand.
you can be bought? You don't think people can get paid off? You don't think judges get paid off, lawyers and stuff? You don't think they get paid off?
I don't think you heard it clear. I don't think he heard the part where she said the lawyer stopped, like he stopped working for her. Like
Yes,
he quit. And
Yeah,
so
because
she
TD Jakes is powerful and he got money.
and that's what I said. I said that I feel like he lost the
No, you
case.
said no. You said that the lawyer just decided to quit because she was poor.
No, I didn't say. I said she lost the case because she was poor. I said that she probably had a more expensive. Cora had a more expensive attorney, and she had a less not expensive attorney, and she lost. That makes sense to me.
So you think that she just lost fair and square? Wasn't no type of foul play involved. Nobody didn't get paid off. TD
No,
Jakes family, they just so perfect and oh, he's a bishop. He wouldn't do that.
no, heck no. I didn't say that.
But that's what it sounds like you saying though.
No, I
okay.
said
Let's okay. I think like you didn't hear the part where she said that the lawyer had quit.
yes.
Did you
I
hear
heard.
that part? Because she
Yeah,
didn't lose. She didn't. Did she lose
She had
before
to represent
he quit?
herself.
Did she lose? Like, did they quit? Did they lose before he quit or after?
No, she had to end up representing herself. She didn't have nobody. After the lawyer stopped working for her, she was on her own. You're gonna lose now because you don't even have a
So
lawyer to
then
represent you.
he quit before she even lost the case.
Yes, in the middle of the case, he quit. Because you know why? Because that judge was gonna give her baby. You can't keep the biological mother has the rights first. What y'all don't remember watching Losing Isaiah?
yeah.
Huh? Y'all don't remember Losing Isaiah? This lady threw her baby in a trash can and still got her baby back. I don't give a fuck what you sign. If I was out my mind during the time and I was stressed out, I signed that shit under duress, okay? But I want
Mom,
my baby. I'm gonna
don't
take
have a
care of
heart
my
attack
baby,
now.
and
Calm
ain't no
down.
judge is gonna stop you if you are fit. The lady clearly was working 12 hours. She said at a warehouse. So she's able to pay for the lawyer. And then she's not on drugs, right? There's no sign of neglect or abuse in all the years she had the child, right? So the biological mother has rights to the child, just like in the movie Losing Isaiah. She threw her baby in the trash. She was on drugs, right? She cleaned herself up. She found out who adopted her child, and she got her baby back. What part y'all don't understand?
I didn't say she didn't get. I said she lost the case. You told me that she lost it.
Why did she lose? This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Why would they keep a baby away from the biological mother? Go.
Look, they not gonna. If she continues to fight, they not. I agree with you. I
What
mean,
you mean continue to fight? They've already adopted the people. The boy been with them for the last 4 years.
So
She
it's
hasn't
no.
seen him since 2018. The case is over. She's lost already.
So you tell him. So when I say
This is what's gonna happen. They need
Just
to
let Mom
reopen the case.
just let him finish explaining. Let him
All right,
finish
let me go
talking.
on mute because my nerves getting back. Go ahead. Let me go on mute. Go ahead.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Now I was trying to say this. You said that she lost the case. I said okay. Now she lost the case, and you asked me why I say that, and then I answered that. Now you saying that there's no way she can get her baby back. Did I watch? Didn't you tell me? Did I watch Isaiah losing Isaiah? And I'm like, yeah, she threw her baby in the trash can. And she won. So I understand what you're saying. You're saying that no matter what, she can still get her baby back, and I agree with that. Now, from whatever what you saying that most likely that I don't know if you're saying that, but this is what I'm getting at. You saying that they paid off her lawyer to quit, so she can lose the case. And I'm saying if they did do that, then she can be able to get another lawyer or buy her some time. Say my lawyer quit, I need more time or whatever to give me a lawyer. So I don't understand why that didn't happen. But I'm saying that she could have won, but the reason I feel like she lost is because she was definitely in in a mental state where she in, or emotional, whatever that symptom she got, whatever it is, she was going through that, and she wasn't thinking straight at the time, so she just threw her hands up and lost, and they had the money. I don't believe that all the other allegations that they throwing out, since she paid the judge, paid this lawyer, did all this stuff, and I'm not saying Cora and them is right. That what person will take someone else's baby? You know, what type of person will say don't have no compassion and like this woman is crying for her baby? What type of person won't give them their baby back? You know what I'm saying? Only way I could see they not doing it is because of something, meaning that it's something she's not saying that we don't know, but she's saying she haven't used no drugs, so I believe that. But it's some way that I feel like that's the only way if they feel the child is in danger. But you saying that the child ain't in danger, so they are wrong for not allowing taking someone else's baby if she didn't do anything wrong at all. And the only thing I was saying, if at the time whatever she did, she signed some papers and all that, and she was depressed or whatever she was, signing some papers. When it comes to your child, you don't sign no papers to anyone.
I don't.
Like,
Okay.
oh, I
Okay. I
want you
don't
to.
care if I signed a paper.
Okay.
My thing is this. I don't care what. Did you just hear what I said? What's worse, throwing your baby in the trash or signing a paper saying I don't want my child? It didn't listen. It don't matter. Whenever you want your baby back, you should be able to get your baby back.
Yeah,
Now, she
I
can
agree
Yeah,
with.
reopen
that's
the
true.
case.
You can get your baby back. And yeah, go ahead.
They have to reopen the case, right? With not no crooked judges and all of that type of stuff, because they got to go over their heads now. We got to go into a Supreme Court or something now. But they have to reopen the case, and they have to do this all over again so she can be able to get her baby back, because she want her baby back.
And
She
that's
never
all I
wanted to
was
give
saying.
her baby away in the first place to begin with.
And I agree with that.
It don't matter about a paper you sign.
Whatever she did, this is scratch the paper out. Whatever she did, she lost her baby by some things that she did. Whatever it was,
She didn't
whatever.
do nothing. The lady, Cora, came to her with a false paper. Whether she believed it, didn't read it, or signed it, the girl still presented a paper to her that she thought was something else. Why is
And
she being sneaky trying to play games and get this girl's child?
and
If
I
it's
agree.
all innocent, why you gotta lie, Craig? If it's all innocent, why do you need to lie and play games in order to get somebody's child? And why would you offer her money? If she got receipts or something showing that she offered her money, you know,
And I agree. I agree with you if that's what happened. The facts that we know for a fact is that she don't have her baby. That she's saying it herself. She don't have her baby. The reason why she don't have her baby is only what she said. So it's like, okay, I have to try to go by what she's saying. And in my logical thinking, I'm thinking like, does this make sense what she's saying? And if certain parts make sense and certain parts don't make sense, then I have to take a look at it. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm not, and if she's telling the truth that the girls gave her a paper that was under false pretense and saying it was this, if that is true, which both don't know if that's true or not, because this is just what she said. We don't know if she lying or she telling the truth because I don't even know this lady. I don't. So maybe you do, but I don't know this lady. So I'm saying I don't
what is
know if
she lying? What is she lying about?
I'm saying we don't know. Well, I mean not we. I don't know if it's true or not. I ain't saying she lying. I'm saying I do not know if it's true that the lady Corey gave her the paper on a false pretense. I do not know that. I wasn't there. I gotta go by that she's telling the truth, right? That's the only thing, but that's not the facts. The fact is that she don't have her baby, and it's a reason for that fact. And we going by everything what she's saying, not nothing facts, not nothing in the court showing what happened. We just going by what she said, and it's two sides to a story in every story. But you know what I'm saying, or if I could just look at what she's saying and go by exactly what she's saying, I can agree and say, well, that's wrong. And if she did that, then just stole her baby like that and just misleaded her like that, then that's wrong. That's not of God. That's not a friend. That's none out. That's totally wrong. And if TD Jakes is being a part of that with his daughter doing all that stuff, then that's totally wrong with him. I'm not on no TD Jakes ain't the person I pray to when I go on when I pray to the Heavenly Father. It's not TD Jakes. So you think I'm like trying to take up for TD Jakes? I never even met TD Jakes. I don't know TD Jakes. He don't know me. So he ain't paying none of my bills. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't helping me out in no type of way. That's all I'm saying. I hope I was clear on that.
Okay, let me continue.
When I tell you this girl is see now crazy, to the point where she telling us that she didn't got raped at one of her motherfucking daddy galas or something, blood dripping all over. It's like a big dramatic story, right? Blood dripping all over her, and she's walking through the crowd and nobody noticed her. Not even her dad. Nobody know her, not even her dad. Nobody knew you was walking through a motherfucking party with blood all over you, your clothes ripped, face beat up. Nobody noticed you, bitch. You lying. You're lying. Like you been lying. Like you lie and manipulate to get her fucking way. If Lisa Owens would have agreed to give her child, Lisa would have been the first bitch. But Lisa had a mama that was standing behind her, talked some sense into her, and Lisa kept her voice back. But her and Lisa like this. But when Lisa was with me, she always say, yeah, it's wrong. What they doing is wrong. I see it. Everybody always say they see it. Everybody always say they see it. And I'm not getting off this line. Everybody always say they see it. And they know. And it's wrong, but don't nobody do nothing about it. I'm tired of people not doing nothing about it. Don't nobody do nothing about it. She got her millions around her and check. We're talking about women that has had multiple children and single mothers. How the fuck are you gonna agree with this woman to try to say that because I have 3 kids, it's gonna be hard raising 4 kids and I might not need to do it? Yes, Jason is better off with you. What the fuck does that fucking? They don't even make fucking sense. If you can take care of 1, you can take care of 2. If you can take care of 2, you can take care of 3. If you can take care of 3, you can take care of 4. Trust me, I got 4 living in a home. And baby, we don't miss a beat. It's not a day that they not fed. It's not a day that they don't have clothes and shoes on. It's not they got hoverboard, they got games, they got whatever the fuck they ask for, whatever the fuck they want. Because I get up and I make it happen every day. But to tell a mother who's going through postpartum depression, already, when you say something like that to a mother who's dealing with postpartum depression, it creates doubt in the head. Although what the reality is that it can get done, it will get done, and it shall get done. But postpartum depression don't speak to the mind like that. And that bitch knew that. Okay? She fucking knew that. She told the nurse that I was dealing with postpartum depression while I was at the hospital after I had Jason. The bitch created a whole binder, right? Inside the binder, it has, you know, shapes, colors, or whatever. I guess it was supposed to be like his little lesson plan. Now, mind you, this is stuff that I am finding while I'm living with them. Okay, this is not something that I knew prior to. This is stuff that I'm finding while I'm living with them. Okay, it's this red folder, this red binder. It's probably not even existing no more. They probably didn't got rid of it or whatever they had to do. Tag the Shade Room, tag Showbuzz, tag Entertainment Tonight, tag whatever outlet can get this story out because I'm tired. I'm tired. And I'm coming for what's mine. You better believe that. I'm coming for what's mine. If Michael Keith Loud ain't raising up in me, oh, he raising up in me today. And William Powell. My ancestors are definitely raising up in me today because I'm fucking tired. I'm sick of their asses. I'm sick of them. It's this red folder, this red binder. Okay, inside the binder, you got the colors, you got the shapes, or whatever. When you go to the back page, and it's a page with her name, with her picture, Cora's picture, her name, and it lists who she is to Jason, mama, caregiver, caretaker, all this extra shit. And on the side, it has Brandon's name, and it lists all the extra shit like that. I'm living in a home with them, and she tells me that my son can't call me mama, that I'm not his mother. I have emails, okay? I have emails. So she's trying to say that I'm lying. I have emails. I have emails. Okay? From her saying this. Okay? I have emails. So she can't say that I'm lying because I got proof. I'm not speaking out the side of my neck. Okay? I'm speaking real facts. Because I don't have time to lie and get sued for defamation of character. Because everything that I'm saying is facts. Okay, so let's just be clear. Okay? The bitch was trying to tell me that I'm not Jason's mother. To the point where she, like I said earlier, I came home from having Liam, my youngest. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hot. I'm sweating. Forgive me. I
Could you
came
park with
home,
me?
came to her house after I had.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I agree. I agree. With her on that. Like, she saying that she got they not even calling. I mean, the baby don't even know that's his mother, and I can feel her pain um about that situation because you know I, I'm not a mother, but I know that a strong bond is that I saw with my own eyes with a mother and her child and stuff, especially when they're little. So um that I know that hurts her, and she sounded like she said, I'm coming back to get what's mine." So she ain't giving up, even though whatever happened, she's gonna fight back against that, and that's good. And God will be on her side because God will want the child to be with their mother. You know, that's what
And
I
right,
believe.
and not only that, the father, Cora's husband, he just got brought up on these charges, and your child is there.
Yeah,
I would be going crazy every day, thinking that he done touched my son.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then
Okay.
yeah, okay.
And Liam, right? And she's sitting there, she's pulling Liam. I'm cleaning up the guest room downstairs because they used to stay in Grand Prairie off Canyon Springs Drive. Downstairs, and she tells
Me.
Liam, or tells Jason, Liam had to come so your real brother would come. I look and I say, who is Jason's real brother? At that point, that's when bugs started going off in my head like, bitch, wake the fuck up, get out of Twilight Zone, bitch. I don't know what you dealing with postpartum depression, but bitch, you didn't got yourself in. It's like all of a sudden I woke up then when she said it. I was like, who is Jason's brother? You know what I'm saying? Because if Jason comes from me, any child that comes from me is his sibling. Not if you have a baby. Because at that time, Jason's not even adopted. Number one, my rights haven't been signed over. Number two, so what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You fucking senile, crazy, delusional bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? And that's what I said to her. I said, who is Jason's brothers? This heifer gonna say Nehemiah. And those of you who know Cora, and y'all know who the fuck Nehemiah is. Y'all know who the fuck Nehemiah is. Somebody tag Ashley Williams. Somebody tag Ashley Williams. Somebody tag Tiara. Somebody tag Brittany Hall. Tag them all. Tag them all. Nehemiah. For those of you who are on the live and don't know who Nehemiah is this son that she has dreamed about since she was a child. And then she's always wanted her child named her firstborn son named to be Nehemiah. That's who the fuck Nehemiah is. But she gonna tell my son Jason that his brother Liam came so that Jason's real brother could come. Bitch, his real brother is here. He had a real brother before Liam. Cause you got Jada before Jason. And you got Jaden, my son that died before Jason. And then you got Liam after Jason. Like, bitch, you're delusional. You're crazy. You're fucked up in it. My exact thoughts at that present time. But mind you, this is after all of the manipulation. This is after all the seeds that she's planted over the past, 1 or 2 years. This is everything that she is planting. So I tell her, well, Liam is Jason's real brother. And then she was like, no, I mean, like, his real brother, because you didn't have Jason for you. You had him for us. So if I have a child, that would be his real siblings. That's how see now this bitch was talking to me. That's when I knew at that present time I had to get the fuck about their house. Not only just that, the way they was treating me, the way they were handling me. I ain't never did nothing to these people. I ain't never caused these people no grief. I ain't never caused these people nothing. But they started handling me like I was a nothing ass bitch, and my family was a nothing ass family. They lied to the judge and lied to the court and said that while I was living with her, I never paid for anything. When I would put $800 worth of groceries in her house every month, I would pay her anywhere between $200 and $400 every fucking month. But everybody that stayed with her before them didn't help, didn't give a damn, including her godson Archer, who we've had many conversations with, and he'll lie. He'll lie because he gonna ride or die with them wrong or right. He'll lie. But Archer Scott, okay, we've had many conversations, and he's seen and know that what the fuck they doing and what the fuck they do is fucking wrong. But yet he stood with them. Yet he stood beside it. Let me tell y'all something. What y'all sow is what you reap. And it's reaping season, bitch. It's reaping season, bitch. That seeds that you didn't plant it, that harvest about to come. And it ain't gonna be no good harvest for you, baby. Because when I tell you I'm coming and hell is coming with me, I'm coming and hell is coming with me because I don't give a fuck. Shit like that. Telling me my son ain't my son. I'm not the mama. My children are not his real siblings. Trying to tell me that I needed to call before I came over to see my own child. Let's get into the conditions of which my son was living in while living in the home, okay? Let's get into those conditions. Why is my son, when he was a baby, y'all got locks on top of his door because y'all was too lazy to get the fuck up and tend to him? Y'all got locks, and it's a whole CPS case. It's a whole CPS case. So eventually I'm going to go get the records and I will make them public to back everything the fuck I'm saying. There's nothing that they can do about it. It's nothing that they can do about it. Because at the time I had all the rights to the child. At the time Jason he still is and will forever be my child. But I'm going to make everything now. I'm going to make it public. What the fuck I'm talking about? Y'all had my baby laying in his feet, laying in shit, laying in piss, because y'all didn't want to get the fuck up and change his diaper in the middle of the night or early in the morning. And y'all got tired of him coming out of his room. So y'all put a lock on the motherfucking door to keep him locked in the motherfucking room. To the point where you did get up and finally check on him. Now the bed has shit all over it. Now the bed has piss all over it. And he's just sitting in it.
Oh, Okay, woo, that was a lot. What y'all think about that?
I didn't hear everything, but because I was over here trying to get the baby. But from what I hear, she's real passionate about what she's saying. I can understand. I can hear the hurt and the passion in her voice right now, and she is very angry, and she's letting out a lot of things that she's been holding in for a long time, and this is just crazy to me. Everything that she's saying. They didn't. If this is true, they Cora, she don't know nothing about being no mother because she ain't never been no mother.
She's not. Yeah, she haven't had no kid.
She ain't never had no kids. So she don't know what it's like to have to get up in the middle of the night and change the diaper. It's hard work being a mother. And then for you to sit here and take this woman's child and and you
And
ain't
ain't
even
doing
treating
no
the
better
child
job
right
than she would do.
as she was doing. That's just foul. That's wrong.
She
Yeah,
good. Hmm.
I can just imagine the pain and the hurt that this woman is feeling right now.
yeah, that's wrong. You're taking someone else's baby, and that's wrong. Because
Hmm. She
I mean,
definitely off code. Yeah, she definitely off code.
I mean, this right here, this angers me. If this is true, this angers me because no woman should have to go through this ever. For so,
I believe it,
I've
y'all.
and I've heard about this before. I've heard about people taking people's kids and stuff, and she went behind her back, and
If y'all can see the lady
I'm
face,
angry right now.
um, I'll send you the video. But yeah, she is. I'm looking at her in her face, and she's her body language and everything. I mean, she looked like she's honest to God telling the truth. Like if she looks serious, like they really took her baby. They took her baby, and they feel like they can get away with it because they're TD Jakes and they're this powerful people, you know.
yeah,
And right is right and wrong is wrong. Like nobody should get away with doing that. I don't care what type of title you hold, position you hold. I don't care about none of that.
me either. I don't care. You the president.
But they take kids. This is what they be doing. And then she
Well,
over
they
here
certainly
smiling
have
and
the
happy
power to
while
do
her
that.
husband is getting arrested for sexual assault.
Well, they certainly have the power to do that because they have the money. They have the power to take somebody's kids. They have the power to
Damn
pay the
right.
judge. They have the power to pay off the judge, off the lawyers. They can do that.
Yeah,
Now, I don't know if it's really true or not, but they could do that if they wanted to do that.
it just doesn't make sense for them to do that. But I mean, I understand why she angry because you took her baby. I mean, I probably would say anything like because you're so mad and emotion like you just imagine somebody just you in there, Kamara, and then somebody just take your baby and tell about it's theirs. Like, come on now, like it's man,
I
you be
mean, we
ready.
don't know why people do the things that they do. And
You,
even if
You
they
did
are
it.
high
You keep
powered
saying
people
why
with a
she
lot of
did it.
money,
You keep
huh?
saying why she did it. She did it because she wanted a baby. She wanted a baby. Do you understand that she had been trying doing this IVF treatment that they pay to help you get pregnant? She had been trying. She tried to pay the lady for her baby. Why you keep saying why would they do that? I just explained that to you. I already told you that she's doing this because she wanted her baby. And it was easy access to her to get her baby. She already got a bond with the baby. She already been friends with the girl for years. It ain't like she just met her.
and mom, let
And
me
like,
say
oh, I
this.
like your baby. Let me hold your baby. Let me keep your baby. You wouldn't be so trusting with a stranger. But
And let
if
me
you're
say this.
friends with
If
somebody,
you're
you trust
if
them.
oh my God, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
I didn't say why, but I don't,
You did. You said, why would they do that? You did. You just said that.
no, I mean like when I'm saying what I mean is I'm like, man, that's just it's just for a standard of a person, the the standards of knowing better, like she knows better not to do something like that. Like it ain't like she don't know. Like that's why it's like if I mean I understand people do stuff they know was wrong because I didn't did things I know is wrong. But it's like it's real like someone's baby. Like, you know,
Okay, let me play.
Wait, before you play it, let me say something.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why people do the things that they do. They just do things, and they could be high powered people with a lot of money. A lot of things don't make sense why people do the things they do, but it still does not change the fact that they did what they did. Nobody knows why they did it. They
yeah,
probably don't even know why they did it. But there's a lot of things people do, and we don't know why they do what they do.
yeah. I mean,
She
I
did
don't,
it because she was desperate to have a baby. That's why she did it.
And that's a very valid reason why she would even do what she did.
And she plotted, she schemed, she took advantage, she manipulated. She they have money, they have power, they can get away with it. And they took
And
advantage of this lady knowing that she wasn't gonna be able to fight them back the way
And I do
they
know
was
this.
fighting
If you're
her.
in a position where you're desperate for something and you really want something so bad, you would do anything you can to get it.
like, I mean, but it's like looking at Bill Cosby, and he like larger than T.D. Jakes, and they got him for something happened. I don't know how many years ago, 30, 50 years ago. I don't know, but it's just like you ain't gonna get away with it, you know. If if that's what happened, you're not gonna get away with it, you know.
Okay, hold on.
get in it.
Okay,
Because I got a lock on his goddamn door. Then I take it to another incident where my son, you done ran water for my son, or my son and got in the water. Somehow the water is running and now the tub is overflowing. And my child is in there. While the tub is overflowing, my child is in there. He slips and falls, hurt his neck. Brandon responds and say, "Oh, he'll be all right. I was his age. Shoot, I slipped and fall and broke and hit my neck, and I was fine." As if Jason is you and you were Jason. Like no. All this different shit is going on in a household. Y'all having random people come and go, come and go. Random people she just now meeting. Like I don't know where the fuck Gaylena came from. But that's her godmama and a prophet. Then you had Rachel and Carl Burnside. They was coming in and out, going in and out, coming in and out. But I don't think they was ever there for her or her real friend. But she was strategic in what she was doing. What she was doing was having people see that Jason was in the home. And while they was there, yes, she'll be the one, quote unquote, tending, but not really tending. That's just so they can be able to say, "Hey, yes, I've seen her do this," when they presented their letters. Because I'll also make that public and display that. Because I'm working right now to get the case unsealed, and I'm also working right now for a new trial. So it will be public. It will be public information. Tag Bishop TD Jakes. Since every time I message him, I don't get a response. So tag Bishop TD Jakes somebody. Tag First Lady Sarita Jakes somebody, because I've been messaging these people. I've been reaching out to these people. Been reaching out with no response. With no fucking response. Okay? She had, like I was saying, she'll have other people so they can testify that they did see it, but in reality, that's not what the fuck was going on. To the point where Brittany L. Hall, whose original name is Brittany Turk, before she got married, wrote a whole letter describing, shit that goes on at home that she was never there for. But she's sticking beside her friend. But lied to the judge because she was never there. She was never there in the home. I saw Brittany one time in 6 months of me living. Hey, Miss Faison, because I was on Pastor Derek's page too. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting for my son Jason Lamont Caleb Brown. I'm tired of being ignored. I'm tired of being silent. I'm tired. I am tired. I am a mother, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop because a mother love knows no boundaries, and knows no boundaries, and knows no holds, and I'm tired. Brittany Hall wrote a whole letter to the judge to describe events and things of nature that she was never there to witness, that she was never there to see on her own. Never there. Diaria Lester, or whatever the fuck her last name is now because she got married, wrote a whole letter to the judge in support of Cora Coleman, and she was never there. She was never there. Even when I told people what the fuck was going on and what they was doing to me, nobody believed me. Nobody believed me. And the people that did believe me was too scared to stand up and take a stand with me. I've been fighting this shit by my motherfucking self, and I am tired. I am tired of emailing. I am tired of private messaging. I am tired of trying to call because I want to see my son. I haven't seen my baby since 2018.
Hold on, y'all. Okay.
They scandaled her out of her own child. They wrong for that.
See, somebody would be getting their ass whipped if it was me.
I would kill somebody over my child. I would die for my children. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, somebody would have some serious explaining to do. No, for real.
Baby since 2018. I haven't seen my son since 2018. Every day I'm living with it. Every day I have to hear my children ask me, day, baby. Second day of trial. Second day of trial. Now, mind you, we've had 2 trials. The first trial, my lawyer was paid to throw the case. The second day of trial, okay? Before trial even started. Before trial even started, mind you, I'm representing myself. I don't have a lawyer, so I didn't have to study family law. I didn't have to study to make myself equipped. You know what I'm saying? Second day of trial, we get there, right? Before trial starts. Because the goal was they didn't want me to get on stand. Because if I got on stand, they were gonna lose. Because I requested a jury trial because I'm not that dumb. The second day of trial, they come and they like, well, we have a video we want to show you. They showed me a video. And it's a video of me smoking, I'm going to say a cigar, because it wasn't a video of weed being rolled into the cigar being rolled up. It was of me smoking a cigar. And for me, it felt like, well, shit, that's all the evidence they need to get me X'd out. And so they was like, well, it would behoove you to come to some type of agreement. Now, me not knowing the law like I know it now, I said, well, I can't fight with this. So at that present time, I just did an agreement that I can go back and do whatever I needed to do to come back, not knowing the law, not knowing the statute of limitations, not knowing any of this. But because I needed to defend myself, and I didn't have anything to defend myself at that present time. The second trial, I was supposed to be granted to get more evidence. I was supposed to be able to go subpoena more evidence, and they took that away. In the preliminary hearing, they took that away. Their lawyer lied and said it was a continuation of trial when it wasn't. Down to Shamai Kitchen giving statements. Everybody, all Cora's close friends gave statements, but none of them was there. None of them. So let's just keep it all the way real, keep it all the way funky. None of them was there, okay? That is the only reason why I came up to an agreement was because of the marijuana. But let me get this out. Cora Jakes Coleman smokes marijuana. Brandon Coleman smokes marijuana. They would have me go get the marijuana for them. So I did not understand why they was trying to use marijuana against me in court to take my baby. That's what I didn't understand. But I understand now. They threw me off my rocker, but you will never be able to throw me off my rocker again. You will never be able to throw me off my rocker again. Oh, now I know the law frontwards, backwards. It don't matter if I have a lawyer or not. I know the motherfucking law now. And I'm tired. Damn, you guys just broken nail, but I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of this family. I'm tired of them. How do you go and preach about family wellness? Family help, family love.
Oh my God. That is the hypocrisy in these churches. Oh my God. This is what I be saying. He over here, a mega pastor you have, preaching to millions of people every Sunday and Tuesday and a Thursday. And in their private lives, over here doing the most sinning and dirt ever than anybody.
Your microphone is echoing. I can hear you talking in the background, but you're not talking.
Okay. Let me let him back on.
It stopped now. Oh, now I can hear myself talking in the background.
Hold on.
much grief and strife to feel. How do you do that?
Can you still hear it?
How do you
Yeah.
do that? Mega fest. It was crazy to me is during Mega Fest, Cora preached a sermon, and it's out there. It's out there. Y'all can find it. Please find it. It might be on her page. She preached a sermon, and on the sermon she said, and now this is probably a day after the first trial. She preached a sermon and said that sometimes you have to break the rules, right? Sometimes you have to break the rules to get done what you're trying to get done or achieve what you're trying to achieve. Check it. Check it. And then she turns around and she looks back to her family. Mind you, this is like a day after trial. This is like a day after trial. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Crystal. This is a day after trial. Okay? So you telling the world and me, just in case I ever go win, you telling the world and me that you broke the rules. You paid, you snuck, you connived, you did whatever you had to do to keep my baby instead of just giving me my child. And we wouldn't be here today. To the point where Lisa's telling me y'all will argue. And you would say, yeah, you gonna do it, but then turn around and renege and say no. Then how you pack Jason's stuff up? It was like, Jason, you're gonna go live with your real mama, but then you just looked at him and you knew you couldn't do it. Y'all, because y'all know Cora, y'all know she's dramatic. The people that know Cora know she's dramatic. The people that know this has been a long time coming, Tamara. And I'm not the only one. And I encourage anybody, any woman, any man, I encourage anybody that has been done wrong, that has been done wrong by this family to speak up. Speak up. Speak up. I will stand with you. I will fight with you. I will fight for you. We will fight together. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up. I've been quiet for so long. I gotta keep speaking because it's others. Do you hear me? I'm not the only one. 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 Speak up to the point where, you know, after I had left Cora's house, she had this other little girl, 18-year-old girl. I don't know the girl's name, but I know she had a child. And she goes up to the girl and basically telling her the same thing that she would tell me. Now the 18-year-old girl was going through problems at home. Sometimes she'll run away. So she likes to prey on people that are struggling or going through things where she can manipulate the mind. That's the type of person that she is, okay? That is the type of person that she is. She preys on people, and especially people who have damaged relationships with her mother. She preys on that. She preys on that so hard and so heavy. She tries to present herself as this nice and shining armor, but in reality, she's just as evil as the day is long. This little girl was 18. At 18, you don't even know nothing about the world for real. You know what I'm saying? At 18, everything is heavy. You don't even understand that what's temporary is not permanent. What's current is not a conclusion. At 18, you don't even understand it. But she tried to.
Okay, let me pause it. Hold on. So this is Michelle Loud is telling her story on Cora Jake's, TD Jake's daughter, who had befriended her since she was like 12 or 13 years old, and she ended up taking her son Jason, like secrets. Like she kind of like ran some game on her basically to take her son from her, and went to court, and they labeled her like, she was smoking, and like they basically paid off the judge and the lawyer, and they ended up taking her son, and they've been having him since 2018. She haven't seen him since 2018. So she's coming out telling her story about what happened um, with them and that family.
Connive this little girl head and try to tell her the same thing that she told me, that her baby was not for her, that her baby, and in exact words, you know God told you that baby was not for you, that baby was for me. You're gonna leave the baby here, and you're gonna go home and come back. Verbatim. Talk that little girl, and I'm not lying. And I will produce receipts. I will produce backup. To the point where while we was in court, and at this time Monet was on my side, so I thought. Cora emailed me and told me that I was making a deal with the enemy, that I was making a deal with the devil. But yeah, here they are, all coupled up, pictures and shit recently on Instagram. But this same bitch was getting ready to testify against her in 2017. But now they all coupled up on Instagram. Remember when I told you they was fucking around? Remember that. Now they all back together. And before Monet was another one. I think her name was Amber or something. I know she was light skinned. She had real pretty eyes. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I got copies, I got receipts, I got everything. Because I'm not gonna get sued for defamation of character. Because everything I said is facts. And you better believe it, you better bet your bottom dollar on that one. Everything that I'm saying on this live is facts. It's not a lie. It ain't nothing but the motherfucking truth. Right hand to the Father, right hand to my right hand. It ain't nothing but the truth. And I put that on my dead son's grave. These are actual events, actual conversations, actual things that have taken place that this family continues to do. Continues to do. And I'm supposed to sit and let this shit be? Fuck no. I'm not sitting and let nothing be. Especially now. This nigga that sit up here and molested Amari, and y'all want me to be fucking quiet, and my son is in that motherfucking house? I'm not being quiet about shit. Y'all can't shut me up now. Oh no. Y'all can't shut me up now. I ain't shutting up. I ain't shutting up. I ain't shutting up. I ain't shutting up. I am not shutting up. You gonna have to kill me. You gonna have to kill me. You gonna have to kill me. And you gonna have to kill my lineage. Cause they ain't gonna shut up either. It ain't gonna never be over. It ain't gonna never be over until I have my son. Until I have my son. This will never be over. And if I die, I'm telling y'all, I am telling Facebook and the world wide web, if Michelle Shortshay, Janice Powell died, they killed me. They killed me. Their family killed me. They had something to do with it. If I die, and I'm telling y'all right now, if I die behind going after for what's rightfully mine, my son, if I die, if I end up dead, if I
was it? Okay. I cannot
Okay.
believe what I'm hearing right now, but I believe her. I absolutely believe her now that she keeps talking more and more because it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and like everything is really starting to make sense to me now that she's talking about this because people do crazy stuff like that. Like they will kill you for speaking the truth or even saying anything out loud. So she's letting people know that if something happened to her, you know what happened. That's dangerous. I mean, these people have that much power that they can do that to you. These people are dangerous.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, she's very passionate about what she's saying. She's going into details about everything. She's saying she can back it up with receipts and emails. So we only got a few more minutes.
Telling it, and I'm gonna keep telling it until justice is reigned. Until if I have to die behind it, I lay down my life. I will sacrifice my life for my children. You better believe it. I'm that type of mom. I'm that type of mom. Y'all done barked up the wrong motherfucking tree. Y'all done knocked at the wrong motherfucking door. Y'all done fucked with the wrong motherfucking mama. You know why I go so hard for my kids? I try to be everything to my kids that my mama wasn't to me. So I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna keep going hard. I done took my kids from homelessness to living with people, to living in a project, to now a 4-bedroom, 2-bed, 2-car garage house. You can't tell me. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. You're gonna have to kill me to shut me up. And if I die, the judge did. And that's what I'm telling y'all right now. If I die behind standing up for myself and my children and fighting for my son that's rightfully mine, if I die, they did it. You know the reason why I've been so scared to just finally speak and say something? I'm scared of my life. Because if you can take somebody's child, if you can manipulate a court system, if you can sneak, lie, and do whatever you have to do, ain't no telling what you will do. So if I lose my breath in this earthly realm, in this lifetime, they fucking did it, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, I've been dealing with this since I've been dealing with this shit since 2014. It's 2022. I've been dealing with this shit since 2014. It's 2022. Everybody that she brought in the house was strictly to take care of Jason because she didn't do it. She didn't change the diapers. She didn't get the clothes, wash the clothes. I'm gonna tell you, I went into labor with my youngest child at her home because I was cleaning up behind the whole house. I was cleaning up behind the whole house. I went into premature labor. I was 8 months pregnant when I went into labor, washing and folding their clothes. Anybody that they moved into the house, from me to Brandy's parents, to Artrey, to Monet, to Keisha, even when Rachel and Carl was there, anybody that moved into their fucking house was the ones taking care of Jason, not Brandon and Cora. Truth be keep it all the way real and all the way funky. Brandon never wanted no motherfucking kids. Brandon was there for the motherfucking ride. Brandon was there for the motherfucking ride. Brandon was there because he thought he was gonna get on. Brandon ain't never really loved the girl. Ain't never really loved the girl. All her real friends, like me and Keisha and other real friends she had, he got into her ear to push us all away. I remember Keisha living with them. Keisha taking care of Jason. Keisha doing everything for Jason, including her two boys. I guess Brandon started feeling some type of way because he was locked up in his room all motherfucking day. My baby was locked up in his room all motherfucking day. I lied to you fucking not. Brandon got mad because Keisha didn't take no advances that he was throwing her way. Brandon was trying to get Keisha on cool, but Keisha wasn't fucking with. So you know what Brandon do? Brandon get into Cora's ear. Whatever he had to say to her to make her put Keisha and her son. Yeah. Put another mother and her children out. Put another mother, I will name, put another mother and her children out of their home. Ship them wherever they sent them to. To this day, my friend still ain't got them beds. Keisha, you got your beds. She still ain't got no beds for her children that she was promised. But every time somebody didn't go along with what they wanted, what they were saying, what they were doing, they got put the fuck out. They got put the fuck out. If you wasn't a team player, you got put the fuck out. Oh, and because she reached out to me about Jason, but it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that, because in private messages, she talking about, oh, yeah, and Keisha this, Keisha that, and Brandon trying to say that you was trying to advance it. Bitch, I knew that was a motherfucker lie. Don't nobody want Brandon ass. Okay, period, because you know why, Keisha, you did what the fuck you was supposed to do as a parent. But nah, these people are not the people y'all think they are. Okay? And it's a whole lot more to this story. This is just all I can get out right now. But I'm going to keep coming. Baby, you got to really talking about Jason, Crystal. You already know the story about Jason. We talk about Jason. There's a lot of people that know, and there's a lot of people that don't know. But the world got to know now. Oh, the world is about to know now. The world, if anybody ever doubted me, if anybody ever felt like I was lying, Rashonda, if anybody ever said Michelle lying, no, baby, y'all better find out now. Y'all better find out now. I don't give a, let me tell you something. I don't care if they come at me behind my background. Yes, I'm a felon, an ex-felon for theft. Yes, I did do that back in 2012. Yes, I did. It's been over 10 years at this present time. It's been 10 years at this present time. Yes, I did. Yes, I was homeless. Yes, I was. Yes, I was living with Cora, my mama, trying to get stable, because when you are a felon, and it's very hard for you to get a place to stay in your own fucking name. So I had to do whatever the fuck I had to do. And I did whatever the fuck I had to do, to the point right now where I can lay my head in my own master bedroom, in my own 4-bedroom, upstairs, downstairs house. So I did whatever the fuck I had to do for them 7 years. You goddamn right I did. So they can come at me about, oh, Michelle smoked weed. Yep, sure did. And I smoked it with you. And I smoked it with you. And I bought weed for you because you asked me to. And your husband bought weed. Both of y'all bought weed. Cora, you came with me to buy weed, and you were the one purchasing weed. So let's go. Let's go, bitch. Run it. Run it. However you want to run it, run it. Because I'm not scared. Something about the devil. I don't give a fuck about Texas. I ain't been in trouble since. I ain't been in trouble since January when I went to turn myself in on a 75-day sentence, and I only did 3 weeks because of good behavior, and I went in working. I guess they call it, I forget what they call it. I got a 3-for-1 instead of a 2-for-1. I went in and I was working. And I was working with the officers when you come in and get booked. I was doing paperwork, bitch, in the jailhouse, because that's what type of mind I got. Bitch, I wasn't sweeping and mopping off floors. I was in the office with the deputies doing paperwork while I was serving my sentence, okay? A trustee. That's what they call it, a trustee. That's the only thing that y'all can come at me and say, bitch, and I don't give a fuck, run it. I'll tell the world my motherfucking self. Yes, I did. Yes, I did through 3 weeks. I did through 3 weeks, really, January 22nd, 2000 and motherfucking 13, came out February 14th, 2000 and motherfucking 13. Ain't been in trouble with the law since, other than minor tickets. Other than minor tickets, all you want to talk about marijuana. Did I smoke marijuana while I was pregnant with my son? Yes, I did. I smoked marijuana while I was pregnant with Jason. Yes, the fuck I did. I sure did. And that's public record. That's public record. I'm not answering the phone, Amy. That's public record. That's public record. It's public record. Was a CPS case called on that? Yes, it was. Was I still able to keep my child? Yes, I was. Yes, the fuck I was. The only person that took my child from me, it wasn't even the motherfucking government. The government didn't take my child because let's be real. Baby, weed is herb. And it gotta be a lot more than motherfucking weed for the government to take your motherfucking kid. That bitch took my child. That bitch and her family took my child. That bitch took my child. Not the government behind no motherfucking weed. So can't nobody tell shit on me. Can't nobody tell shit on me. I'ma tell it all like it T.I.E. If y'all know who my motherfucking mama is, Lucretia Jenny's pal, then y'all already know how the fuck I'm coming and how the fuck I'm stepping. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm gonna tell it all. I'm going to tell it the fuck all. Yeah, she took advantage of me. She coerced me. She put me under duress. Do you understand? Documents that I signed was under duress and coercion.
Now, what I tell you, that if you under any type of duress or stress, or you're going through a postpartum, she was coerced into signing whatever she signed. So legally, she wasn't even in her right mind mentally to even be making those type of decisions at that time. The government and the welfare, they didn't take her child because they're not trying to take no child from their biological mother.
Not because I wanted to. Not because I wanted to. That bitch looked me in my eyes and told me, and she cornered me in the corner of her husband's office upstairs and told me that if I did not give Jason to her, she was gonna take him from me. Okay, Amy, I'll stop cussing. If I did not give Jason to her, she was going to take him from me. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was scared out of my mind, I was scared out of my mind. Because I knew that she knew that I came from not such a stable home, that I've had physical altercations with Judge Faith is the one. Oh, we gonna get to Judge Faith. I'm running down through there. We gonna get to Judge Faith, the previous Attorney General. Oh, we're gonna get to Judge motherfucking Faith. We gonna get there. Crooked as all get out. Evil and dirty as all get out. Judge Faith was the one originally on that case and had to get off that case because it was a conflict of interest. Let's talk about it. But we gonna get to Judge Faith. Yeah, now you can keep talking, Crystal. You can keep talking. You can keep talking and let it all out. Cause baby, when I tell you I'm not stopping, I'm not stopping. I'm not letting up. I'm not letting up. Y'all tag, share, tag, share, tag, share. Tag and share, tag, share, tag and share. Because I cannot fathom another family to go through what I'm going through right now. Do y'all know how many emails I send to my son Jason a day or every other day? or every other week or every other month? How many times I still try to call the number that I have for him on FaceTime and I never get an answer. I never get a response. Do y'all know how many emails, how many messages I've sent to these people and nobody's responding? Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm tired of being quiet. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to come to an agreement. Y'all don't want to let me be a part of my son's life. I'm not finna keep going through it. I'm not gonna keep going to do. And you know what? I was scared for a long time because I felt like I wasn't in the position that I needed to be in. I wasn't where I needed to be. But at some point, you gotta say, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Because when you stand on truth, when you stand on what you know is right, all your needs gonna be met. All your needs gonna be met. Every last one of them. All your needs are going to be met when you stand on truth. Whatever you lacking is going to be supplied. Whatever you don't have is going to be given to you when you stand on truth. So I'm at the point right now, I don't care what I have, what I don't have, or even what I'm able. Yeah, it's that motherfucker. Is that real? Is that real? Is that real? You got Judge Faith. So let's get to Judge Faith. And I know it might be, it's a lot. You know, and I can't start from the beginning and go down. I'm just telling y'all everything. Judge Faith, okay? If the Potter's House know who Judge Faith is, Texas knows who Judge, yeah, words meaning for me to stop cussing. Everybody know who Judge Faith is. Potter's House know who Judge Faith is. If you go on First Lady's so that you're sure, so that you're certain. The day of me signing my rights over to Jason, I didn't even know that I was doing it. Didn't even know, y'all. Didn't even fucking know. I didn't know I was doing it. Because guess what happened? I woke up that morning, my youngest son, the dad was there. I was there. Woke up, it was on his birthday, to add insult to injury. On his first birthday, to add insult to injury. On his first birthday, she did this to me. Mind you, this was after I said that I wasn't taking any money, that I didn't want to give him up for adoption, that I didn't want to do all of this, that I was just mentally unstable and I needed help. That's what I told Cora. I need help. Not, I need you to take my child. I said, I need help. Okay? She took that, turned it around, and took my baby. Okay? So, the morning comes. Now, Judge Faith knows you must have a whole consultation, a whole meeting before the actual signing of the rights. How she knows this is because when we went to her office in downtown Dallas, when we went to her office, she said we normally don't do this like this. You normally have to have a whole meeting and a conversation, basically saying that this is what the mother and father want to do. Y'all, this is my house dress, please. Don't be too hard on what I got on. But she was like, in this case, we can make an exception, I guess, because it was Cora. We sit down in the table, and I'm just like, well, what is going on? Now the whole ride there, I don't know where I'm going. Mind you, they like, we just gonna take a ride. We just gonna be just fine. We pull up to Judge Faith's office. This is before who was the wheelchair man? Governor Abbott. He was still Attorney General at this time. This is before he ascended to governor. Okay, so Judge Faith either was District Attorney or Attorney General. Some place she took that Greg Abbott was in. Okay, we go up to the office. We're in the conference room because it's this long table. I'm sitting right here. Liam's dad is right here. Cora and Brandon right here. The notary people are right here, and Faith Johnson is right here. Right now, as soon as I figure out what's going on, I just bust into tears. I'm talking about crying so heavily. District Attorney interim, okay, Dallas County. But this was before she was the District Attorney interim. And funny enough, that she became the District Attorney interim in 2017, I believe, or 2018, one of those. But it was shortly after the case was settled, or not even settled, like through whatever. I don't know the right terminology right now. I don't have time for that. But she sat at the table, and I just busted out crying. She was like, Michelle, it really looks like you don't want to do this. I just started shaking my head like this, like I'm just crying, like I am engulfed with emotion because I've already said that I didn't want to do this. Number one, I've said it on multiple occasions. Number two, I wouldn't take no money, no nothing. Number three, okay? Then number four, you get in my face and you basically threaten me at a time where I'm vulnerable, because if it was Michelle today, I would have got with her, okay? If it was Michelle in her right mind today, those of you who know me know I would have got with her, okay? So at this point, I'm pressured. I'm scared of what she might have on me, because you gotta remember, this is my friend. So I've told secrets to her. I've told her things that I've experienced or dealt with in my life over time, So I'm legit scared of the hold she has over me. I am legit scared of the hold that this woman had over me, of the information that she knew about me and my childhood growing up, other things, not knowing that none of this shit matters. But I didn't know that then, you know what I'm saying? So
chicken fries are back on the 2 for $5 mix and match at Burger King. Want them as a side?
So she we're sitting at the table, and I just bust out crying. Faye Johnson saying, you look like, you don't want to do this. And I'm shaking my head, no, I don't want to do this. Poor Breon Jakes Coleman gets her butt up, walks around into my man, firmly presses her hand on my back, whispers in my ear, and says, you are going to do this. You will do this. And the tone she said, like, y'all think I'm being dramatic, but I'm not. It's like, okay, it's like I swear to God, it was like a scene out of a TV show or like Greenleaf or something. Like when I watch Greenleaf, I think about the Potter's House. When I watch Greenleaf, I think about the Potter's House. When I watch A House Divided, I think about the Potter's House. Because that's exactly how that shit is. That is exactly how that shit is. And I lie to you the fuck not. And you're talking about a child that has grew up in the Potter's House from the age of 12 to 20 something years of age. That was my church. When I am watching Greenleaf, I think about the Potter's House. When I am watching A House Divided, I think about the Potter's House. Because that's exactly how those people are. It's a lot of shit going on in the church you don't nobody say nothing about. There's a lot of shit that the pastors and the bishops and everything are covering up and they don't say nothing about. There's a lot of people that has gone to the churches that has been raped, abused, misled, everything. Everything. You feel me? Inside the goddamn church house. So when I watch these shows, because I've lived it firsthand, not because of a story that's been told, but because of what I've lived firsthand. I'm like, I don't go to church to this motherfucking day. You can't get me to step inside of nobody's church. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. Not going to happen. That lady pressed firmly on my back and told me, I will do this. I am going to do this. So when I signed my rights, I never did it willingly. And this has been my story since 2015. Nothing in my story has changed. It has not been no add effect. Because see, when you lie, you gotta remember the lie that you told to keep lying. You gotta remember that lie. I don't have to remember nothing that I'm saying because it's the truth. So it's just gonna come out naturally. It's just gonna flow. And every time you ask me, or every time it's brought up, it's gonna be the same motherfucking story. It's not gonna be anything different in the story, other than what the truth is. Because I don't have a reason to lie. They got every reason to lie because of what they have to protect. Their name, their legacy, how they're being viewed by other people. Like, I ain't got shit to protect like that. I ain't got nothing to protect like this. It's kind of, you know what it feel like? It feel like when Ja Rule and 50 Cent was arguing, right? Ja Rule shouldn't even argue with 50 Cent because he had everything to lose and 50 Cent had nothing to lose. That's where I'm at right now. I don't have nothing to lose, but everything to motherfucking gain. That lady, sorry y'all, that lady did that, pushed her hand on my back and told me that I was gonna do it, I will do it. I basically didn't have no choice but to do it. No choice at all but to do it. Made me sign my race over. But mind you, it was never turned in. It was never filed. It didn't get filed until September 15th or September 18th of 2017, the weekend that I was supposed to have Jason, that I was supposed to get Jason. Now, this was signed in 2015. It didn't get filed until 2 years later because prior to September, in June or July, she had kicked me and my kids out. She kicked us out knowing that we didn't have nowhere to go. We didn't have a place to stay. I had just got a new car. She kicked us out. You know where I had to go and live? Pregnant. After I had my baby, you know where I had to go? A hotel. I had to go to a hotel because the person didn't want me there, and it wasn't really her. It was really her husband, Brandon. That nigga, up until the whole week until leaving, he would ask us every day when we were leaving, and where were we going, and when could we leave. Every single day. I said, I did. cook for y'all. After I done cleaned y'all dirty damn drawers. After I done cleaned this house from top and bottom. After you done took my son. After I done put $800 a month for 6 months of groceries in your home. After doing everything that you asked me and everything that you told me to do. After being a real friend, an honest friend, and a true friend. Kick me and my children out on the curb, on the street, and was fine and content when I told them, well, I'll just go to a hotel. Anything to get me out of the way, because if I'm with my child for 6 months, y'all can't say that y'all had total care, custody, and control. Because I was living in the home, right? So it was all a setup. It was all a setup. It was all a setup. So the best thing that you could do was get me out of the home. Wait a little while and then foul. Right? So because by law, if I was in a home for more than 6 or more months, and I say no, I don't want to, get my rights up, it's nothing that y'all can do. It's nothing that y'all can do. The only reason why y'all went and filed, Judge Faye, bitch ass. The only reason why she went and filed the paperwork of the signing of the rights over in September 2017 is because I was getting Jason. And they wanted to have something. They wanted to have something in the court. Right? They wanted to have something in the court. There for their safety. For their safety. You see what I'm saying? So I get Jason, and they see Jason on the tablet. I turn that bitch out because I'm like, y'all not finna monitor me with my son. And then I just start thinking like, why are they being so antsy the way they're being antsy? I'm just spending time with Jason, right? Okay, they being antsy because she is a plan, and she knew that at that present time, if I remember y'all, she went and told the world that I had kidnapped Jason. Remember that, y'all. She went and told the world that I had kidnapped Jason that Sunday after church in 2017, and she got on live, and she got on Twitter, and she got on Facebook, and she made all these messages. Yeah, she came to my mama's house. I can get that crystal. I'm gonna tell it all. I'm telling it all today. She went live. She went on Instagram. She went on Facebook. She went on every social media post and told the world that I had kidnapped my son. Okay? That I had kidnapped my son. How the fuck do I kidnap my son, my own son? How do I do that? He's my child. But mind you, back to the story. I ain't scared of him either, sister. I ain't scared of him either. I ain't scared no more. You can't look in my eyes and in my face and in my body demeanor. I ain't scared of y'all asses no more. So hit me with your best shot. Bitch, you're gonna have to kill me. And that's on all 5 of mine. You're gonna have to kill me. Because I'm not letting up and I ain't scared of y'all. So she tell the whole world that I kidnapped my son. Bitch, but you dropped him out to me. Bitch, I didn't kidnap my son. You dropped my son out to me. Okay? So then, because she said that I was supposed to have him back at a certain time when it was no agreement of the time. Then they pulls up to my house. Shane, Cora, Amari was in the court record. Shane, Cora, Amari, and Brandon pulls up to my mother's house. After I had dinner. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning. Just woke up because mind you, we was out with the kids the night before. We was all at my sister's house or whatever. Pulled up to my mother's house. Yep, like it was yesterday. Pulled up to my damn mama's house. She got out the car all big. It's like she was fat. She got out the car all big. Yep, they broke into my mother's car that was sitting in her driveway. They broke into her car first. Then she comes, once I see them trying to break into my mom's car, that's when because I can see out the window. That's when I come out out the house. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all going on? You're trying to take my son? It was this whole big old shebang. The bitch, maybe I'm trying to talk this. The girl gets out the car. Cora Coleman gets out the car and lunges at me as if she was about to hit me. If I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, Lord, strike me down right now. The girl lunges at me like she was about to hit me, as if she can whoop my ass. Bitch, you can't whoop my ass on my birthday. Okay. As if she was going to whoop my ass. She better be glad her husband was there because he swooped up. He swooped up. And she yelling and cussing and doing all this while Amari in the court. And she said, see, Amari, I told you we shouldn't have let Jason come. And Amari looks to her mom verbatim and said, Mommy, you were right. We shouldn't have let Jason come. You putting kids in the middle. Something that I never do. I don't involve kids in grown people's mess. Okay, you don't do stuff like that. You hey Nicole, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Hope all is well. She tells that to Amari, right? And so then we yelling, we going back and forth, and they're really trying to convince me to let Jason come out the house. Now, I didn't know the law like I know the law now. If I would have knew the law then states it didn't matter if they filed their paperwork, I was never served with a court order. So basically, it was null and void. They hadn't had Jason for 6 or more months by themselves, so it was illegal for them to file that paperwork anyway. Okay? That's number 1. That's number 2. Number 3, had I known that I could have kept my son right then and there, because see, I was thinking because the rights were served, that in order for me to fight, that I would have to go to court. When really, I didn't even have to do that. According to the law, I could have just kept my son.
Right.
Okay? Dominique, you can message me, private message me. According to the law, I could have just kept my son. Right? According to the law, they didn't have anything on me. That's why the laws never came. The laws never came. And mind you, Bishop's on the phone. So if y'all want to go there and probably think that, Bishop didn't know the first. They knew. Bishop was on the phone. I lied to you not. Thomas Dexter Jake Sr. was on the phone with Cora Coleman the whole time this shit was going down. Okay? So he knew what the fuck was going on. If he didn't know before then, he definitely knew that what the fuck was going on. Okay? Share, tag. Please, y'all. Please share and tag. Please share and tag this video. 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 Okay? So Bishop Thomas Dexter Jake Sr. knew what the fuck was going on. Thank you, Amber. I love you. They knew what was going on. He was on the phone. With his daughter, and she was at my mother's house acting a goddamn fool, threatening to call the law. Okay? So he knew what was going on. Okay? So then we argued. I go back in the house. I come back outside. I'm sitting on the porch. By this time, my brother pulls up after my Aunt Trina. My Aunt Trina pulls up. I'm sitting in the car, and she like, see, the thing is, in this instance, I wish I would have listened to my mom, but because of Thais Jackson, please private message me, please. I would be glad to do an interview and tell my story. I should have listened to my mom at this point, but because of the history of me and my mom, I didn't know who to trust. You see what I'm saying? And I felt alone. I felt like I was backed into a corner again. You know what I'm saying? So my Aunt Trina pulls up and she's like, Michelle, she said, Michelle, you really don't have to do nothing. You don't have to give your baby back. Now, mind you, at this point, I hadn't told nobody that I was coerced into signing my rights over. So nobody knew at this point. So I'm just quiet. And at that time, I would battle with things and I would deal with things internally, and not speak on it, just deal with it on the inside. And I'm like that to this day. And I go off into like, I call them disappearing acts. And if I just fall out the face of the earth because I deal with my shit on the inside, Yes, there's a lot of stuff going on in the church, girl. And they're covering up rapes, they're covering up molestation, they're covering up robbery. It's just, I was depressed with everything, trying to find my way as a young mother. You are absolutely right. And to be put in that situation, and for that narrative to be spun the way that it was spun, it's just not right. And I wouldn't wish that on no mother. I wouldn't wish what I'm going through on no mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not wish that on no mother. At this time, I hadn't told nobody about the signing of the rights. So even though they was coming at me with this information, I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like it was nothing that I could do. The only thing that I could do was give Jason back and go fight in court, which is what I did. I gave Jason, ultimately, I gave him back to Brendan and Shane because Bishop told Cora to drive out. I don't know what I have right now, Princess. I just know that I can unseal the case and I can get a new trial. That's the only thing that I've discovered in research to this point.
Okay, y'all, look, so it's only like a couple more minutes left, and this is part one. We're gonna do part two, and continue it. But what you think about it so far now that you've heard more of the story?
Go ahead, Dad. You go first.
You want me to go first? Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather you go first, Kamari.
Okay, well, I believed her from the beginning. So, but it made me even more believe her now that the more that the story went on, because she was explaining more details and everything is starting to make sense. So my opinion of her never changed. So I still believe her. And it's just sad that she had to go through this, and it just goes to show how messed up people are. Even people in church, nobody is perfect. Not even bishops. Nobody is perfect. So even they can make mistakes. Even people in the church, and it's just, this hypocrisy is just crazy to me, because they just go up on stage, they preach the word, they act like they know God's word, and this is something that they should already know right from wrong. Like, you should know not to steal someone's child. You should know not to do something. This was a scandal, and I feel sorry for this woman. I feel sorry that she had to go through this, that she had to lose her child like this to people who she thought she could trust, people who was her family, people who were her friends. And I don't think she's making it up, because she's coming up here, she's telling her story. She didn't have to do this. It takes a lot of courage to come on here and explain to the world how you truly feel and your side of the story, regardless of what people are going to say, regardless of the people that don't believe her, regardless of what they might do to her. She's risking her life for her child. This is the love of a mother for her children. She don't care if she have to die. And it's just sad to me. And we all know this world is crazy. We all know we living in the last days. We all know how the churches are. So everything that she's saying is valid, and it's proof. Go ahead, you can say your part.
Uh, um, I mean, just looking at it from her side, I could say that I know I could see the pain and the hurt and all those things and trusting in people and stuff like that. And it says don't trust in man or something like that. And that we all fall short and all that stuff. So on her behalf is that she made a mistake by signing that and then allowing to trust someone that she felt like she could trust wasn't her fault because you want to be able to trust people, especially if you feel they walking with God, and but you treat people by their character. That's why you gotta be vigilant and watch and pray, because you gotta keep your guard out on people because like that just shows that anyone can just not anyone, but me or anyone can just trust someone and then something happens like that, some extreme thing happens, and I know she's hurting and she's venting about I want to say like it's not going to bring it back, but she's just telling how she feels and how hurt she is behind the situation and how laying out things that she know that they have done to other people and and stuff like that. So she's a person that's in a lot of pain, and I don't know the answer what she could do for that. It's just all I can say is and try to trust in God and like she said earlier, keep fighting to get your child back. Because the child belongs to you. God don't make no mistakes, and if God, you had the baby for me. That if God wanted you to have a baby, then you probably would have had it yourself, or I don't know how God works. But it's just for someone to say my child belongs to somebody else, I'll be like that's a lie. So I feel that I feel for her, and and it's just sad. The world is messed up. There's no winners in that situation because stealing from someone's baby is she's gonna have to she's gonna have to be accountable and pay for that for stealing someone's baby and and God don't turn his eye off of what he saw. He sees it and and you also like a leader and in Christ and you it's a penalty you have to pay for leading his sheep wrong or doing something and accountable for what you know. And she just made a mistake. She can't be accountable for something she didn't know. She was trusting and then um, a friend to her friend and then got crossed. So it's sad to be that. I've been crossed before. I crossed people before, so it's no winners in it. The child gonna want to know who his real mother, or is it a boy or a girl? I think it's a boy, right? Hello?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's a
boy.
boy.
Yeah. So the boy, when he grows up, if he don't get to his mother, they gonna have to answer to that, and all the things that he'll be able to see and hear. You know, that's sad because the child gonna want to know who their real parents are. And especially if she didn't give them up. They're gonna be like, oh, y'all was taken away. So that's gonna damage the child when he grows up. You know, if she don't get her baby back. Hopefully God gives her the strength to be able to get her baby back. I would like to do my personal prayer before I go to bed, and say a prayer for a lady to get her child back. Because I understand I wouldn't want that to happen to anyone, or myself, or someone that I know care about. I wouldn't want that to happen to my grandbaby. You know, so gotta be on guard and watch and stuff like that. I want to be able to be around, so I know not to trust. I want to learn from that, not to trust anyone signing no papers about my baby or grandbabies or whatever. You know, so it touched my heart because yeah, I mean, it touched my heart. A baby is innocent, and it shouldn't have to go through that whatever drama that Cora is doing. Her sneaky, she's gonna have to pay for that. You know.
Yeah, that is crazy because just like how you don't really know what's be going on behind the scenes, how they are, they be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, like they're wolves in sheep's clothing. They put on a image as if they're holy and they're prophets and all this type of stuff, and it's really false prophets. That's what they are. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm kind of in shock, but she still got part two to finish tomorrow. We can go into that and break it down and see what else she got to say. This is a lot. I gotta digest all of this info
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
because it's a lot of meat you can cut through different parts of how the TDJs and the daughter, how the husband, now we didn't even get into that about the charges he done been brought up on. And there's a lot of sin and wicked, crazy stuff going on in that house.
Yeah.
hmm So, oh my God, I don't know what these kids in here doing, but that's it. So we'll get into the other part tomorrow, and
Oh, okay.
I'll wrap it up.
All right.
I gotta get ready for work. So,
Oh, okay. Well,
all
I'll
right,
talk to you guys later.
All right, I'll see you guys next time.
all
Okay.
right.